Yo, what's good? We're back. Back again, Hoops and Brews. It's your boy TPJ. Here with Pavy.
As always, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, get your plug in.
As always, man. At Pavy World on Twitter, Pavy World, all one word. Doheny Road video out right now. Please go watch that. Roller Day City is also out right now. Please go watch that. Well, go get it. Pavers Volume 1 is out as well. Please go get it. Yeah.
Y'all hear that pour? No? Okay. Yeah. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram. Real TPJ. That's REEL TPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always on Hoops and Brews, we drink beer and we talk basketball. So today, I actually provided the beer. I'm going to actually go walk and get it because I can fix this curtain.
Allegedly, it's a champagne beer, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's called a Brut IPA by Sierra Nevada.
Yo, you know what I've been drinking a lot? I just want to say this for the guys that
What, them daytime?
Yeah, I've been drinking the daytime IPA a whole lot. Like, bro, for one, it tastes like an IPA. It tastes just like an IPA. Like, it's not like it doesn't taste like an IPA. It tastes like an IPA, but it's only 90 calories. So when I drink it, I don't even feel the stuff. Like, I can have like 2 of them, and I'm like, damn, I'm decent right now.
That's kind of what I like about them, though. That's how you know you actually had a beer.
I know. What? IPAs?
I mean, no, I'm saying that probably the calories in them, like, you could feel it, like.
I mean, yeah, but like, I could feel, but like, it still has the taste in the daytime. The daytime IPA. So I like, yo, Lagunitas, sponsor us. I super rock with the daytime IPA. Yeah.
Yeah, I rock with it too. I tried to get it the other day, but they didn't have it. All they had was no, they didn't.
Where?
Not the day I went.
At the gas station?
Well, bro, why do you keep like, we don't need to talk about this, but no, they didn't have it.
I'm gonna tell you what happened is though. Somebody put it behind a different case.
No,
I thought they didn't have it.
I'm telling you, I went and I looked for it. They didn't have it. Like, why can't they just have been out of stock?
Okay, all right.
It's a good fucking beer. It's probably out of stock. So I'm not upset at that. You know, they didn't have it that day, but it is a good beer. So I wound up having the 12th of Never beer last night, which is a Lagunitas brew. So the beer we're drinking today is Sierra Nevada. It is supposedly a champagne IPA, which is interesting. I like it. I mean, it like Lagunitas looks like piss. But you know, it's tasty. It's pretty good. It's got a nice little champagne hint to it. I just hope I don't get drunk off these like I get drunk off champagne. Because I don't like champagne drunk.
I haven't been champagne drunk.
When you get champagne drunk is a different level of drunk.
I haven't been champagne drunk, and I don't even know the date last time I've been champagne drunk. It got to be at least like 3 years since 3-4 years since I've been champagne drunk.
I ain't been champagne drunk in a minute. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a good while since I've been champagne drunk. But yeah, man, Hoops and Brews, we back. It was a
eventful.
Week.
It was a very eventful weekend this week. A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving is playing the best basketball I've ever seen him play.
Oh my god.
Nah. Look. Again.
Here comes some Steph Curry.
Nah, look. All you guys know. Well, if you don't know, because you might be new to the show. One of the ways I got really into like doing Hoops and Brews was because of LeBron and the Cavs. Like, I just watched this so much, I was like, bro, I have to talk about this. And I have to record it. Because all we did was argue about the shit. Right? So, I've seen at least, like, what, if you play 82 games a season, it was 3 years. Add that to the playoffs, it's about probably, I would say, 20 games maybe in the playoffs that you probably play. So, 82, now that's like 102. I've probably seen about at least 400 games of Kyrie Irving's career. So, at least from what I've seen, and that's just like a rare estimate, like just a slight estimate. Literally, after he made that comment, said that he called LeBron and, you know, realized that, hey, man, you know, I kind of understand what you were saying. Like, maybe I was one of those young guys. I said on the show last week and said, yo, it's time to lead. This is what you wanted. And for the most part, this week, I think they won 3 straight games this week. They didn't lose. Kyrie has been playing, like, the man can always score. We know that. We saw Game 5. You know, we've seen him. I remember he gave the Spurs 60. You know, obviously 2016. So, like, you always knew Kyrie could score. But people didn't know how good of a point guard he was.
He was never a good point guard.
I disagree with that.
Average point guard.
I disagree with that. I think that he was a better point guard than what people realized. No, hold on, listen. No, listen. I think he was a better point guard than what people realized because that was his job in Cleveland. His job wasn't to be a point guard. We had a point guard. It was LeBron James. He's not a better point guard than LeBron. But he's a good point guard. It's very few, maybe like 3 point guards in the NBA that are better point guards than LeBron. maybe 3 that are better point guards than LeBron. Rondo, Lonzo. Honestly, I think Lonzo is, and who else? Point guard than LeBron, a better point guard. Chris Paul.
I'm not putting Chris Paul.
Come on, G. Come on, G. Okay, all right, whatever. Anyway,
I'd rather
whatever.
you or Mike Conley or somebody like Chris Paul.
Mike Conley better point guard than Chris Paul. G, you know what? I don't want. Come on, G. Come on, G. Don't start this shit off like this. We not finna start this fucking show off by saying Mike Conley is a better at playing the point guard position than Chris Paul, bro. We not about to start this shit off.
They made it the same place.
Come on, G. Come on.
They done both made it to the same place.
Anyway, as a point guard, as you know, running the floor and being like a floor general.
If Mike Conley played for the Clippers, he would have been an all-star all them years.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, you're lying.
No, he wouldn't have.
You're lying.
No,
Yes,
he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have.
Yes, he would have.
No, he wouldn't have. What does Chris Paul play?
Huh?
What does Chris Paul play?
Who cares where he plays?
If he get AT&T and he ain't getting that spot.
I mean, it depends on what market he in. I mean, look at how many votes AD got right now. He ain't finna start in the All-Star game.
It don't matter. He's still gonna be in it. The coach is gonna vote him in.
Yeah, same with Mike Conley.
No, bro.
Yeah,
No,
especially
bro.
if CP3 in the East. Yes, that's easy.
He wouldn't
for
be
Mike
in the
Conley.
East.
Huh?
He wouldn't be in the East. Mike Conley in the West.
I don't care.
So if you switch things when Chris Paul was on the Clippers,
man, them teams like they gonna barely make the playoffs.
The Memphis teams,
Yeah,
with Chris Paul,
yes, dead ass. They gonna barely make the playoffs, bruh. They gonna have Mark Gasol out there, too. Like, come on, man. They gonna barely make the playoffs. Like, look, I'm sorry, bro. We gotta stop acting like Mike Conley hasn't been a victim. Mike Conley, Mike Conley is a victim. He is a victim of his circumstance. He is a victim of his circumstance, and I'm not finna sit up here and overreact to everything Chris Paul done because Chris Paul happened to play in bigger markets.
Chris Paul and
New Orleans is a bigger market than Memphis. LA is a bigger market.
Wait. Chris Paul and Marcus Gasol would have been the best big man center conversation combination in the.
He had DeAndre Jordan and he didn't do shit with
That's not Marcus Gasol.
What? He had Blake Griffin and he didn't do nothing with him.
That's not Marcus Gasol.
What?
At the time.
Marcus Gasol better than Blake Griffin?
Not now, but at the time, yes. In 2012? Yes. The fuck could Blake do besides dunk there? Blake didn't even, bro. That was a point.
He gave you a double his whole rookie
because he was very athletic and he had Chris Paul to feed him the ball. Do you look? No,
Chris Paul wasn't even in his rookie year.
He came the next year.
It's okay. He averaged a double his rookie year.
He was getting thrown lobs. He had no post moves the whole year.
Oh my God, come on, man.
He didn't.
Come on, man.
He didn't.
Come on, man.
He's got him now. He's amazing now.
Blake Griffin.
At the time, yeah.
Okay, I'm wild. Okay.
At the time, yeah.
Okay.
He won defensive player of the year 2. Blake do that? Did Blake win defensive player of the year?
Blake was 22 fucking years
Exactly.
old.
So at the time, he was better. At the time. Not no more. But at the time. But regardless, back to Kyrie Irving. To me, as being a point guard, this is the best basketball I've seen Kyrie Irving play in his career this past week.
Yeah, and it still ain't better than nothing Steph Curry ever did.
I disagree with you.
Mediocre.
I disagree with you.
Get Kyrie in these mediocre ass
I disagree
games.
with you.
Kyrie have a couple good
keep it G
games,
with
and
you.
all of a sudden,
To keep it G with you.
he's the greatest point guard to ever exist. Stop this, man.
Listen.
You are such a prisoner of the moment. If there's never been a prisoner of the moment that exists, it is you, motherfucker. You sat here with a straight face last week, and you told me that the Clippers would beat the Warriors by 20.
I didn't know Lou Will wouldn't play. That's 20 points. That's 20 points. Bro, I remember when I went to when we had the privilege to cover the Clippers Blazers game, right? And I'm sitting down in like the lounge, right? And the guy sits down next to me and like, yo, we're gonna get dragged tonight. I'm like, why? He like, look at the scouting report, Lou Will not playing. Like, that's 20 points. Like, that's 20 points. And really the only other scorer you have is Tobias.
So his 20 points was gonna swing the Warriors 20-point blowout until 20-point blowout in the other favor. Are you serious?
Listen. Me saying that they'll win by 20 points, wow. But also, hold on, I just want to shout out Boogie. Boogie came back. Boogie looked much better than what I expected him to look. I didn't expect him to look like that as far as just his like mobility. I knew if he get an open 3, he'll make a shot, whatever. But I didn't expect his mobility to be as good as it was 9-10 months off of Achilles injury. So I didn't necessarily expect that. So again, look, when I said 20 points, that was a little bit OC. Like no. But
you said this man most space is better than Boogie.
What?
You sat here on another episode with a straight face and said most space in this role is gonna be better than Boogie.
I thought he was.
So you wrong? So you gonna admit you wrong?
No. Cause we gotta see how it play out. there are a couple things that like I noticed in that game, right? A couple things I noticed was, hold on, listen. A couple things I noticed, right? For one, Lou Will didn't play. And there were stretches in like, if Lou Will doesn't play, really the only person you had that can go get you a bucket whenever is Tobias. And Tobias ain't KD. He can't do it all himself. So the fact, now granted, I still think that if Lou was there, the Warriors would have won the game. But I think it would have been a much closer game. Maybe like an 8-point, 10-point victory instead of a 20-point victory. But the thing that I did see when I watched that game was there was a lot of stoppages and Boogie fouls a lot. And so does Kevon Looney. And so does Draymond Green. You can make Steph Curry foul a lot as well. And KD has a tendency sometimes to pick up fouls. So the one thing that I did notice was, again, there was a lot of stops. Listen, yes.
They won by 20.
Yes, they did. But there were a lot of stoppages in that game because you have to, when you run the ball, because what they did sometimes was like they would run the ball from the post through Boogie, which slows the offense down a little bit. So I don't know if you get the same big spurts that you get if you run the offense like that. So the one thing I did notice was that
they won by 20.
I understand, but look, that's the Clippers without Lou Will, who's their second best scorer.
They won by 20.
Yes, but they could have won by 30 or 40. I didn't see any of those big. Hold on, wait. Look, listen. I didn't see any of those big flurries in that game.
Did any of the main guys for the Warriors finish the fourth quarter?
No. So actually, no. Finish. No. But again, you're talking about the Clippers without their second best scorer. What you want them to do? All I'm saying is, I think that. No, look. I didn't think the Clippers played bad. I just think that they just didn't have enough to win. Because again, you missing 20 points. The only score you have out there is Tobias Harris. And they did the game stopped a lot. Even when we was watching the Warriors broadcast, they even said like, yo, the game stopped a lot. There were like a lot of stoppages tonight. And Boogie has a tendency to foul. And when you play teams like, the Rockets, you play who knows what's going on with the Lakers, but the Lakers, even like the Thunder, like look, 2016, 2017, Boogie led the NBA in fouls. 2014, 2015, I think Draymond led the NBA in fouls. Every year, Boogie is usually in like the top 10 in fouls. So, but again, it looked great. They looked great. Boogie looked great. The offense looked cool. Even though it was like slowed down, the offense looked cool. He looked great coming back off an Achilles injury. He looked amazing. But fouling is one thing that I'm looking at.
That's how you beat the Warriors. Fouls, huh?
Yeah, slow the game down. My thing with the Warriors, like, bro, look, literally, I don't care if Boogie, look, if
somebody, one of y'all,
listen.
who, okay, like, we need to find somebody that can come and talk some sense into you.
No,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Listen.
Fouls are how you gonna beat the Warriors.
Listen.
James Harden gonna foul out the whole Warriors starting five?
Possibly, but he don't have to. Look, my thing is this: keep the game in the half court. If you can, because again, look, even when Iggy said, "Yo, if we dunk the ball down to Boogie, you're gonna have to foul him every time, or he gonna lay the ball up." I'm cool with that. Foul him every time. Put him on the line, shoot 2 free throws, slow the game all the way down, keep it a game in the half court. We can go 2 for 2 with anybody. Now what we can't do, because Steph, he's the guy who can go off for 20 points in like 5 minutes.
How many times you gonna regurgitate the same fucking phrase?
Exactly.
Shut your ass up. But
listen, hold on. If you taking twos and the game stopping every possession, he can't do that.
Oh my God, dog.
He can't do that.
Okay.
So again, they look great. They look amazing. But the one thing that I noticed was, I don't know if you're going to get the same type of spurts, because, again, you can slow the game down. Even, like, getting Boogie in the offense slows the game down. It just does. If Boogie want to go off for 30 and beat me, okay, I'll take it. We can go 2 for 2 with anybody. He not going to go out there and shoot 10 threes.
So them threes that he was hitting
That's
the
cool.
other day, didn't matter?
Shoot them all day.
The 9 points didn't matter?
Shoot them all day.
Back-to-back threes didn't matter?
Shoot them all day. It's not.
Right.
No, look.
Right,
It's not.
I'm gonna let you delusionally.
It's not. Look.
Talk to yourself.
It's not
the same
Steph.
way you delusionally
It's not
said
delusion.
that the Cleveland Cavaliers would win 2 games against the Warriors. You're delusional.
It's not
You're
delusional.
delusional.
It's not Steph,
You're
and it's not
delusional,
Clay.
and you better
It's
pray
not
that
Steph,
Kevin
and it's
Durant
not
leaves
Clay.
and goes somewhere else. Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting here being delusional for the next 3-4 years because they not losing.
I disagree with that.
You're delusional.
I disagree with that.
You're delusional.
No, I just know.
You're
No, look,
You're positive. You're delusional.
No, bro.
You're literally delusional.
The whole thing with the Warriors for me is to stop Steph. If you can keep Steph Curry's 3-point attempts to about 10 to like 13, you got a chance. Again, I can always tell how good you defended the Warriors by how many 3-point attempts Steph Curry has. You want to make sure that the guys with the open shots are Draymond, Boogie, Iggy, those guys. If Boogie want to beat me from 3, I'm fine with that. He's a career 32% shooter. I think for their careers, Draymond is a better shooter for their careers percentage wise than what Boogie is. Now, obviously, that's because Boogie takes more threes. So his percentage, I think Boogie is a better shooter than what Draymond is, but that's not Steph Curry. I'm fine with that. I'll live with that. And with KD, again, just don't let him shoot 70% from the field. Make him work. Because all of that slows the offense down. They cannot score that quick. They just can't. If we can go 2 for 2 with anybody, what we can't do is score 20 points in 3 minutes off threes. We can't do that.
Like I said, you're delusional.
Now look.
You're delusional. You're delusional. There's nothing I have nothing to say about this.
Listen.
Delusional.
Listen. Now look. If I was making a bet, would I still put my money on the Warriors? Yes. But I'm, doing the game. I'm searching on Twitter. Like, it's over. Playoffs gonna be no competition. I disagree with that. There are a couple teams I want to see him play against. One, the Rockets, because with just Harden, with what Harden's doing, Harden looks like he got better. When I watch him play basketball,
we say that every year until the playoff comes.
No, but hold on. But hold on. Even like last year, I didn't think he played terrible in the playoffs. Even Game 7, it wasn't terrible. He just didn't have the MVP type game that you would want to win. But also, he didn't have nobody else to bring the ball up court. The one thing I look at with the Rockets now, they got at least 3-4 guys that like here, Harden tired here. It was a couple plays against the Lakers in which I think in like overtime, like the fourth quarter, when Harden wasn't even in the play. And Chris Paul not there, and Clint Capella not there. And Harden wasn't in the play. It was Austin Rivers running the play or like Eric Gordon running the play. So they got other guys to like offset Harden and give Harden some rest. And with the way Harden's picking up these fouls, and you got guys who foul a lot, Kevon Looney, top 20 in fouls. Boogie, last time he played a pretty healthy season, led the league in fouls. Is always within the top 10 in fouls. Steph has a tendency to foul. KD has a tendency to foul. So does Clay. I just want to see him against some teams. I want to see him against the Rockets. The Rockets got to get healthy, but I want to see him against the Rockets. If the Lakers can at some point just get healthy, I'm very, very interested to see the game that they'll play against the Lakers.
I'm not. It means nothing. I actually don't even want to watch it anymore. Lonzo Ball's not playing. Rajon Rondo's not playing, and LeBron James isn't playing.
Yeah,
I don't want to. That game is going to be terrible.
Yeah,
I might take a nap during that game.
Yeah, but look, here is why I want to watch it. I just want to say I expect them to lose. They'll lose. They'll probably lose by 20, but I want to see how they lose by 20. Like, is it like because of a lack of focus? Do they look completely outclassed, or was it just we didn't have enough tonight?
They missing their three. They missing the 3 best players on the team.
So look,
they're missing 3 of the best 4 players on the team.
So listen,
come on, man, stop this.
Expect them to lose by like 20, 25 to 30 points, but I want to see if it's competitive for 25 minutes, for 30 minutes. And then it's just like, you know what, we don't have enough, we got overtook. Or is it just we come out from the offset and get ran off the court? Because again, Golden State going to be mad. They got embarrassed on Christmas, and we got Boogie back. We mad. We ready to rain hell down on the whole league.
They can be mad, but look, if LeBron isn't playing, this game means nothing.
It don't matter.
The game means nothing.
I disagree with that.
The game means nothing to anybody. The game means, like, even if they get out coached in that game or they get blown out by 40, I'm not mad. As mad as I've been to Luke Walton all season long, I have nothing. There's nothing to say.
I'll be mad.
LeBron James is not there. Rajon Rondo is not there. And Lonzo Ball is not there. There's nothing you can do.
I don't care.
There's nothing you can do.
I don't care.
There's nothing you can do. Look, I like Kyle Kuzma, but he is not old enough and he has not had enough experience and even playoff experience for him to be able to navigate the muddy waters of literally just being a sole scorer, especially once they start doubling him, or just like playing super physical with him. Ingram, as you say, is best when he's taking 9 to 14 shots a game. That's not beating you, the Warriors.
He can still do that.
No, who's going to start at point guard? Probably Ingram. So what's your lineup gonna be? That's gonna be disgusting. Like, no, it's not, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap until LeBron James come back. When LeBron James get back, then we can talk about the Lakers. That's the reason why we ain't done no King watch, because the King ain't been here. The King has been gone. When the King come back, then we can talk about everything, including the playoffs. I don't want to talk about the Warriors because the Warriors still gonna beat the living dog shit out of everybody. You delusional. If you disagree with that, I don't care if you disagree with it. You can write it down. You can take a picture. You can disagree with it. It don't make you right. You're wrong. You've been wrong for the past 4 years. Stop it.
Wait.
Just stop it. You're ridiculous.
Wait. First of all, I always pick the Warriors to win. Every year, I've said if I had to bet money, the Warriors. But I think this team will give us a problem, this team and this team, if this happens. I still think that this year. The reason why I'm very interested to see what they do against the Lakers is, again, the Lakers, you can't, people think my way of beating the Warriors or my way of saying how you're going to beat the Warriors, or just people think the way to beat the Warriors in general is to try to score with them. That's impossible. Do you know what you're doing? It's like trying to, beat Jay-Z in a rap battle by out-rapping Jay-Z. How are you going to do that?
If you Eminem, you can.
Okay.
If you Lupe Fiasco, you can.
Okay, yeah, but for...
If Kendrick Lamar, you probably can.
I mean, yeah.
If J. Cole, you possibly can.
No, but at the same time...
If you're Drake, stop it. I respect you, but no.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we bring Reggie Miller and we bring Ray Allen on the team, yeah, we could probably shoot, shoot with the Warriors. Maybe. It could happen, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So
how did you get to Reggie Miller and Ray Allen from Jay-Z?
Listen. You don't have that personnel. So for you to think that you can go and outshoot 2-3 of the best shooters of all time is idiotic. You can't do that. The way you beat them is defense. So again, even without
scoring.
Hold on. No, look. Even without LeBron, the Lakers have been, I think, top 2 in defense over the period that
but they're also 29th in offense. So stop it.
But listen real quick.
They can't score and they have nobody to bring the ball up the floor anymore.
Hold on. But listen, how many of these games that the Lakers have been in are complete blowouts? None of them. For the most part, you don't see them come out there and get blown out by 30 points. No, they might lose by 15 because they didn't have enough offense, but
they lost to the Cavs. That's enough.
So what?
That's enough.
So what?
That's enough.
So what?
It's embarrassing. That's enough.
So what? And no, look,
I think no. It's fine. It hurt, man.
No. Listen, just
we're literally having conversations that we shouldn't be having because we're way too far ahead of it.
Listen. The fact that they have a defense so good allows them to stay in the game with anybody for at least a certain amount of time. Now, granted, I think they will lose, but I need to see from the offset if they come out here and the score is 30-10 off top. Or if they hang around for about a quarter, maybe for a half, and then second half come and they get ran out of the gym because they just didn't have enough. That's what I need to see. How do they lose? Because then I can accelerate them this is 11 points. When this 25, 30 points is back, when this, 11 points and 8 assists is back, they could probably do this. But again, the Lakers never really get out of look. Even the Cavs lost. I think Colin Sexton in that game probably played the best game I've seen him play as a pro. I watched a lot of Colin Sexton games. He made a move, I think he shook somebody out there. Might have been Kuzma. Made a little hezzy, shook Kuzma on his shoes. Which he probably had the best game I've seen him play as a pro. Cedi Osman, he also played good. Tristan also played good.
I didn't know Melo was still on the Rockets roster.
Yeah. He's on leave right now.
Melo on a paid vacation.
Yeah, they're trying to trade Melo, actually. But I don't know how they go. Yeah. Melo's still on the roster. Melo's still in the roster right now. But
that's the title of this episode. Melo is still on the roster.
Also, speaking of Melo and the Lakers, do you want it?
Not if we got a trade for.
Nah, I mean, they'll probably cut him eventually because they need to get a roster spot. Because I still think that there's a move that the Rockets could maybe make.
The funniest part about all of it is that all they had to do was just if they wanted to just bench Melo, just bench Melo. You didn't need to send him home because now you need him.
Nah, they didn't want that man there.
Well, then why did you trade for him in the first place?
I don't know.
Stupidity.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes things look better than what they are, even though I don't think Melo was the issue in Houston.
Melo's still on the roster. That's hilarious. Yeah, I have no clue.
But Melo with the Lakers, there's been a lot of rumblings that you saw LeBron like that picture when it was Melo and him on IG.
Yeah, ain't that tampering, bro? I'm confused.
Nah, I don't think it's tampering. You just like the picture.
LeBron be doing some.
LeBron he when Harden be with the rest with traveling. LeBron be doing that with tampering. He does, but I don't know if that's actually against the rules. He just liked the picture. I feel like you can say I want to play with this person. That's basically what he's saying. You trying to tell me I can't say
else's roster.
I mean, but you trying to tell me I can't want to play with my homie? What? You can't tell me that.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can tell you can do that, but don't make that publicly because you are usurping the other person's business tactics. That's the reason why they built all of that stuff in there, because when you do that, you basically are making it harder for the other person that's running business to conduct their business. That's what LeBron is doing.
Yeah,
that's why tampering is what tampering is.
I mean, yeah,
LeBron, like I told you, LeBron is ridiculous. He really is.
No, LeBron told the line a lot. A lot. A whole lot.
No, LeBron be like, Lion! Lion!
He told us a lot, a whole lot.
Lion!
Melo as a Laker, would you like to see it? Me personally, I would love to see it. No, look, I want to see it. I need Melo.
Stay home, Melo.
I need Melo, bro.
Stay home, Melo, and go home, D-Wade.
Look, man.
Stay home, Melo.
Look, man. Shout out Michael Beasley. You know, I know he dealing with some things, so his mind. Look. Shout out Backwood. I know he dealing with some things, so his mind not made, be all the way there.
Melo's not better than Michael Beasley.
But listen, man. I don't. No, come on, G.
Melo's not better than Michael Beasley.
Nah,
right now, no, he's not.
Nah, G.
No, he's not.
I got hope out, G.
No, he's not.
I got hope out, G.
Michael Beasley in that game, he scored like 20 in that one game.
Melo played better than like Melo. 20 before this year, G. Remember the game against the Nets? He was hooping. Melo done had like 20 this year. It wasn't like Melo was awful. Melo was giving you 13 points a night. It wasn't like Melo was out there terrible. It wasn't like Melo was out there couldn't score, G.
He got sent on a $30 million paid leave.
G.
I'm sorry. He got sent on a $5 million paid leave.
G, he was giving you 13. He was shooting 40% from the field, but he was shooting 32% from 3. 5 rebounds. He was decent. All right. He was decent, bro. Like, look, man. I think that he can help.
No.
I think Melo can help.
Help
G.
do what? What? Like, what is he gonna do?
Help you win.
What is he gonna do? Be the person airballing them threes instead of KCP?
He not gonna airball them threes.
By the way, KCP. If you ever do that again, somebody would need to call your goddamn parole officer and have you drug tested. Because KCP, what the fuck was that? It was 32 seconds left in the game. It was like 18 on the clock. You catch the ball, you take a 1-2 dribble, and you pull up for a 3.
That wasn't even a play.
It's not even that. Not even that. They were down by 1.
But the way you know it wasn't
by 1.
But no, look.
1.
The way you know it wasn't the play is like if you go back and watch it, just look at Lance's reaction. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? Everybody's like, what?
KCP, if you ever do that again, Luke better call your goddamn parole officer and have you drug tested.
But look, though.
Because you are wilding.
But look, bro, if that's Melo in that situation, G, Melo at least strike iron. Melo strike iron, G. At least you get a chance to offensive rebound, G. Melo
is that how far we falling with Melo?
Melo not gonna airball.
Is that how far we falling?
Than that,
Melo gonna at least hit the backboard?
He gonna at least strike iron, G. No, not backboard, strike iron. And Melo damn near might make that bitch just cause Melo, like, he playing against the Rockets. Like, G, like Melo, bro. That's Melo. We grew up off Melo. I still got faith in Melo. Melo can give us one more moment, G.
Melo might strike iron.
Melo might strike iron, G. Like, bro, Melo could still give us one more moment, bro. One more moment. Melo got one more moment left in him, bro.
You know how many Carmelo Anthony episode titles we have?
Cause, G, it hurts, bro. It hurts, G. I remember sitting in summer camp fucking when I was 12 years old talking about the fucking 2003 draft, G. I remember that shit. My fucking camp counselor, I'm talking about LeBron and Melo. He like, nah, man, D-Wade gonna be the most closest like Michael out this draft.
He was.
Exactly. I remember that, G. So I still got hope in Melo, bro. I still got hope in Melo. Melo can give us one more moment, bro.
Yeah,
Melo.
You know what that moment is?
Melo, no, stop.
You know what that moment is? His jersey retirement for the Denver Nuggets.
Stop. Lakers, man, go pick up Melo. I want to see Melo in a Lakers uniform. We need that injected into my veins. We need that.
No, we don't need that.
I still got hope, G. If you dump Melo the ball, and he got Bron out there with him. He got Rondo out there with him. Some people that he respect. Some people that's on his level.
He didn't respect Chris Paul?
Huh?
He didn't respect Chris Paul?
I mean, yeah, but it ain't work out. The situation ain't work out. Like, that shit don't make no sense, G. They could have kept him on the team, but he can't even be on the team.
Why he need to be on the team if we're not going to play
him? He better than James Nunnally?
I mean, apparently not.
Get the fuck out of here.
He not.
Come on, G.
Apparently not.
Come on, G.
Mike D'Antoni.
He ain't better than Marquise Chris?
Mike D'Antoni.
He ain't better than Brandon Knight?
Also,
hold on, wait, with Mike D'Antoni. I think Mike D'Antoni was the coach in New York. I think it was back when, like, Phil was trying to trade Melo, I think.
Yeah.
Mike, so,
yeah.
So I don't know, that may have been some animosity between that. Maybe that might have been Harden and Melo's like sign, and like the management and D'Antoni didn't necessarily agree with it. It may have been politics. I don't know. But you can't tell me Jay Nunnally, Marquise Chris, and Brandon Knight coming off of ACL, he ain't played in a year. better than Carmelo Anthony. I'm sorry. No. I don't give a fuck if Melo 40. No.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about the NBA trade deadline. It's coming up soon.
Where does Mike Conley go?
Well, it's not even that. I mean, I'm just going to read off some of the topics. This is from, realgm.com. So make sure you go check them out. Number one topic is Rockets still looking to trade Melo. That's exactly why I brought Melo up in the first place. The next one is Marc Gasol and Mike Conley Jr. to meet with Robert Pera. So basically they're going to have a discussion about the long-term future. Rick Carlisle supposedly reached out to Dennis Smith Jr. a couple days ago and said that they would love to have him back. But apparently Dennis Smith Jr. and his team is the reason why he's not there. They've expressed he hasn't demanded a trade request, but basically
but do you know what happened though?
Huh?
I mean, he's been on the trade block pretty much for a while. Basically since Luka came and switched their whole franchise up, Dennis has been on the trade block.
Okay, and
since they
so
won.
what?
But hold on, late. He hurt his back. I think he was out for like a back injury, and then they reopened discussions about the trade. So it's like, if you don't want me here, I was on watching the Jump, and Scotty was talking about it for like a player sample. It's like, well, if you don't want me here, and like I'm kind of healthy and I could play, but you're trying to get rid of me, I'm trying to protect my future as well. So like, I'm not coming back to play. You don't want me and I'm hurt. Well, I'm gonna get 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel him. At this point, Dennis Smith Jr. probably actually does need a fresh start. And again, I don't think Dennis Smith is Luka Doncic. I don't think he's a superstar, but I think Dennis Smith is a very good young basketball player. I think he's a guy that could possibly make an all-star team maybe once in his career. Yeah, I think that it's like
he's not.
No, look,
it's
listen.
my height.
Listen, no, what does that mean? He's not. He's like 6'2".
He don't look like it.
He's like 6'2".
He don't look like it to me.
But look. He's the guy's lottery pick. Dennis definitely for sure has some talent. So I think it's time for a fresh start for Dennis Smith Jr. I like Dennis Smith. I think he could play. I think the Knicks should have drafted him over Frank Ntilikina. I think the Knicks would be much further along had they drafted Dennis Smith Jr. and not Ntilikina.
Yeah.
I think that's a much better situation for the Knicks.
Well, to be fair to the Knicks and the Phil, he thought Porzingis would at least be healthy. Like,
what they gotta do with Ntilikina? He don't get off the bench.
I know that.
But they gotta do with
if Porzingis is there, then you running your offense differently, so you probably develop him differently. Because when he drafted him, what did he say that he was? I mean, that they wanted him to do
guard.
A good defensive guard that can get Porzingis the ball.
You can still play.
Not if you run in a different
Porzingis.
offensive scheme and he can't do nothing on the floor. Like if you run in an offense where literally it's a situation where like almost kind of like a dump the ball to Dirk type of shit. Like then he brought that a dump the ball to Dirk and play defense. If Dirk ain't there, then what the fuck he gonna do?
Play defense
and dump the ball to who?
Inez.
Come on, man.
What you mean?
Come on, man.
What you mean?
The Bulls trying to trade for Inez Canada. Come on, bro.
What you mean?
Come on, man.
Inez can give you 20 a night.
Let's not act like Inez is like.
He decent.
Come on, man. Stop this.
He can't play no defense, but he decent. He can rebound. Look, man, I saw Inez go for 20 and 20 live in the Garden. I was there. He was on Jared Allen, who was a very good young big man. He went for 20 and 20 on that man. They brought that man off the bench, and he was rebounding and making everything.
Look, I'm sorry, but we're not going to agree on this. We're not going to agree on this. So I think, like you said, systems and franchises make players according to you.
Sometimes.
I don't feel the same way, but in this situation, I think that literally what they were saying when they drafted him, had they not have said that when they drafted him, I wouldn't be saying this. I would be like, you drafted this dude and all you can do is play defense. And probably dump your big guy the ball. But when they drafted him, they said they drafted him because he could play defense. And they thought he could be a long, good defender, a lockdown defender on the perimeter, and a good point guard to at least get Porzingis the ball.
He's not playing because they don't think he's good.
No, I know that now. But I'm saying when they drafted him, I understand the vision. But if Porzingis is also not there and you drafted the guy to fit with that scheme, it does matter. It does matter.
No, now look.
It does. Guys like Tony Allen and all those other guys are not going to get the same opportunities that they would be getting on other teams. Even a guy like Andre Roberson, he wouldn't have gotten the same opportunities on another team.
But he would still be on the court,
huh?
But he would still be on the court.
Who knows? He can't shoot. He can't play on offense really.
But look.
That's what I'm saying. But if you don't put him in the right situation, the situation was perfect for him in OKC because you had two guys that was jacking up 20 to 25 shots a game, and he could just play defense because Russ didn't want to play defense no more. But also what we realized was that was their Achilles heel. So if you drafted him thinking he can be kind of something like that, you get another combo guard like a Like if you put like a Ntilikina and Russ together, and Ntilikina became what they thought that could happen, you could run that front court out there.
I mean, yeah,
you can't do that if Porzingis is gone.
I mean, yeah, but hold on, wait, because you can still do it with like Moutier and
Speaking of Moutier, shout out to Moutier. I think he's had a great recovery year for his career.
Recovery.
Huh?
Great.
Yeah. I think Emmanuel. I don't even think it was that bad. I just think that once you draft Jamal Murray and Gary Harris, it's kind of like
what am I gonna do?
You don't fit in anymore.
Yeah, what am I gonna
and
do?
He already played numbnut ball, so it's kind of like you don't fit in and you play numbnut ball.
And if you look at his history, like he came straight from high school and went to China. He kind of got hurt in China. I think he hurt his ankle in China. Then he just left for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was supposed to go to SMU and be coached by actually Larry Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe if he actually goes to college, gets coached by Larry Brown, and like I mean, I don't know how much they develop you over in China and like the Chinese basketball, but I feel like our job isn't developing players. Our job, like we're a professional league.
Yeah.
So he's a guy who it didn't get off to the best start, but I never thought he didn't have the talent.
He's putting up career numbers across the board. He's playing 26.8 minutes per game, taking 12 shots, shooting 45% from the field, shooting 31% from the three, giving you 4 assists, almost a steal, and 3.1 rebounds, as well as 14.8 points this year. So he's had a solid year.
Better than Ntilikina.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still 22 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's 22 years old. So it's like we got another young guard, and like he's better than Ntilikina, so you're not going to play because he's just not that good.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think that if you have Dennis Smith, you can probably run them out there together. Moutier is 6'5". Dennis Smith is 6'2". Put Moutier at the 2, run them both out there together. I see many lineups in which people running 2 guards out there.
I mean, it depends on how
Kemba Walker and Tony Parker get run out there together.
It depends on how they want to draft this year. Because if you're thinking about that, you got to think to the future. Because you got to also think about if KP does come back, and if they get a super high draft pick, and they for some random reason get like imagine if the Knicks got the number 1 draft.
They're
pick.
gonna draft Zion.
Exactly. So
I think the Knicks are getting the number 1 pick.
Exactly. So if you think about it from that perspective, do you really want Dennis Smith Jr., Emmanuel Mudiay, Kevin Knox, Zion, and Porzingis? That's a situation like the Celtics where you got 5 dudes that all want to score.
I disagree with you.
And don't get me wrong, I like Zion. And Zion, although he has not been the primary option for that Duke team, even though I think that's been Coach K's biggest mistake, especially in their losses, I'll watch the games, and it'll be the last 6 minutes of the game, and they're not dumping the ball to Zion. And literally everybody's packed up near the free throw line.
Because, people just run a zone, and it's like hard to post a zone. There's like really no room on the court.
I feel like, yes, but I would much rather you at least try to go for them a post, and at least they try to double him or in the zone, give him the opportunity in a one-on-one, than to have RJ Barrett stand out there and have games where he's going like 6 for 20 something and shooting threes at the end of the game and not making them. So from that perspective, if he coming to the Knicks, Zion is gonna be the guy you want to get a ball to. You want to know why? Because he gonna sell out the Garden every night.
Real quick.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. Which is why I think the Knicks are getting the number 1 pick. But real quick, even in like the Syracuse game, Tyus Jones' brother, I think it's Trey Jones, fouled out. So you didn't really have a point guard on the court either. And I think they did have like RJ running a lot of point guard, and he's not a point guard. Also, you got to think like these are college guys, and again, posting zone is very hard. They probably don't even know how to make correct entry passes to get him the ball. And the court is the court is not as wide. So I'm not going to end right now. I think RJ is a better scorer than what Zion is.
I don't disagree with you. He has a better all-around package. But if we talking about at the end of the game, when the man has 30,
but you got to get him the ball. Or how you get him the ball?
Figure out a way. Like you Coach K. You the most you honestly probably the most successful coach in NBA history, other than guys like Phil Jackson and
NBA history.
I mean basketball history.
Dean Smith, John Wooden, you're wild.
Yeah, Dean Smith, John Wooden, Phil Jackson, and Coach K. Coach K done won gold medals and NCAA championships, numerous ones. He got a basketball arena named after him. Like, come on, like let's not sit up and act like Coach K only just been coaching college players his entire career. Exactly. So he's one of the greatest basketball coaches and basketball minds to ever exist. Figure out a way when you're because this is this is also the other thing where like I think like also what I'm talking about in terms of like trading for Dennis Smith Jr. Right? If Dennis Smith Jr. can't figure out a way to distribute the ball evenly amongst Wesley Matthews, Harrison Barnes, and even get DeAndre Jordan some lobs, how are you going to expect him to distribute the ball between Emmanuel Mudiay, Kevin Knox, Zion Williamson, and Porzingis? Listen. This is why this is my problem with let me finish one minute. This is my problem with Dennis Smith Jr. I understand that when Luka Doncic comes, the franchise is like, oh well, we don't want this guy anymore. But as we've seen before in Dallas, when we dealing with a franchise where you got 2 stars in turmoil, the one that they franchise believes in the most and the one that's the younger but more hotter prospect is going to stay. The other guy is getting the fuck out. Yeah. Period. As you saw with Jim Jackson, right? You get your ass out. Bye. In this scenario, if you Dennis Smith Jr. and all you really want to do is score, why can't you just figure out a way to try to get a couple more assists a game and create your own opportunities? Because you don't need to, like, no, this is what I'm saying. Kind of like the same way we were talking earlier about LeBron and Kyrie. You said Kyrie didn't need to be the best player. The best point guard on the team because LeBron was there, right? Luka's a better point guard than Dennis Smith Jr. So why can't you just be the off-ball combo guard that can roll with me and we just both drop 20? Harrison Barnes is ass suit. He's ass suit. So
here's why.
So what do you think they're gonna trade Dennis Smith?
Real quick, I'm gonna to just why you can't, because Dennis isn't a scorer like that. Kyrie can do that because, again, I think Kyrie is the best scorer under 6'4" I've ever seen in my life. And even if you don't and even if you don't agree with me, you're not gonna sit up and say Kyrie Irving ain't one of the best scorers for a guard you've ever seen in your life. You're not gonna tell me that.
No, yeah, he's definitely top 5.
Dennis Smith, not that. That's not what Dennis Smith is. Jalen Brunson, when they drafted Jalen Brunson, he is a much better point guard to go with Luka than what Dennis Smith is.
Yeah, he is.
Much better point guard. He plays defense. Even when they played the Mavericks, Steph got most of those points on Wesley Matthews. When Brunson was out there, he at least competed. He competed against Steph. He wasn't scared. Ran him off the line. He wasn't shooting all them.
When they drafted him, you said that he was going to be a good pickup for them.
He wasn't shooting all them goddamn threes on Bronson. The reason being is I think Bronson's coach was Bronson's father was like a college coach, I think, at Temple. So you got a coach in the home. Also, you go to Villanova. I think it was a 3-4 year prospect. All the guys come out can at least stay in the league. Josh Hart, he gonna stay in the league. Bronson, he gonna stay in the league. Yeah. So all the guys come out already. So I think he's a much better combination for Luka, and again, he can't shoot like that. I think that he's a guy who needs to be in a situation where he can have the ball much more, and that right next to Luka, that just doesn't work. So a team I would maybe like to see. I think if maybe I think I saw this. Maybe if the Grizzlies could work something out for Mike Conley, I think he's the player that if you put him in Memphis and you put him with Jaren Jackson, at least for one, you want to keep the franchise in Memphis. Now I don't know how you
saying Mike Conley to Dallas?
Yeah. Because Mike Conley can play off ball. Mike Conley can catch and shoot. Like, he's a better shooter than what Dennis is. He's a better defender than what Dennis is. And in that situation, he'd probably be your second best scorer.
Well, also, it was reported this week. I saw a bunch of reports flying around on Twitter this week that the Mavericks have basically put it out there on the table that they're not re-signing DeAndre Jordan. Yeah. Which to me basically is saying if you want him, you can come and get him. And he might, whatever, because he's got a player, it's a 1-year deal. So I feel like that's kind of like, if you want him, you can come get him. If you don't want him, DJ, you might as well start looking for your next suitor. And now, from that perspective, that trade might make sense because they might just be looking to build their team to be smaller and faster. And even a guy like Mike Conley, he missed basically all of last year because he was injured. So it's not like Mike Conley got a ton of miles on him. He just always injured. But and also
his contract isn't that OC anymore.
When 150 was 156.
Nah, I think it was like 130. I think.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that. It was like 140 to 150 something. At that point in time, it was. But also, you needed to retain him.
Yeah, you had to.
So I wouldn't mind that. But also, I'm looking at the rumor mirrors. We have the Wizards are not interested in trading Otto Porter for future assets or cap relief. Did you hear that?
What?
The Wizards are not interested in trading Otto Porter for cap relief. Which I'm perplexed by that.
Look. Here's what the Wizards. I've said this all year. They should lose as many games as possible. Get in the lottery. Because look, they can't get better. They're too cap strapped to get better. It's impossible.
Yeah, but that's why you trade him.
No, because I like Otto Porter. It's just that you need one more guy than what you have. You tried it with Marcus Morris, it ain't really worked. You got Trevor Ariza there, and they've been playing better with Trevor Ariza, but Trevor Ariza is 34 years old. So you need one, but you tried it with Oubre, but you're going to have to pay Oubre, and Oubre probably going to, Oubre will probably get 50, 60 million. Washington can't get that man that money. They don't have that. So you bring John Wall back healthy, you bring Bradley Beal back, you bring Otto Porter back, and you go and get you a guy in the draft, most likely a wing. I like Thomas Bryant. Dwight's probably never gonna play in the NBA again. I like Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant's been pretty good for them. Troy Brown Jr. I don't necessarily know what he can do, but he's a young guy. You already got Satoransky. You just pack this season in, run it back again next year with a healthy John Wall. Allegedly, John Wall ain't been healthy for 2 years. He been dealing with the heel issue for 2 years. If you've been dealing with the heel issue for 2 years, Look. I gotta take the man at his word.
Like I said, John Wall, you can't heal your heel if you at the club.
I gotta take the man
John
at his
Wall,
word.
you cannot heal your heel if you at the club.
I gotta take the man at his word.
I'm not taking him at his word. He been at the club.
I gotta take him at his word. That's fine. But I gotta
standing on couches ain't, like I said, standing on couches ain't helping John Wall heal his heel. Exactly. So I don't want to hear no excuses for him. Go out there and get it done, Johnny Gang son. But also, the Kings, according to Brian Windhorst, he said on the Hoop Collective podcast.
Wait, real quick. I just found something in college contract. 2020-2021 becomes fully guaranteed if Conley plays 55 games this year or next year.
So what does that mean?
He's very motivated to play at least 55 games.
Yeah.
But it's like we're not going. But for Memphis is the issue with Memphis is because I actually started like a 2K my GMO with the Grizzlies to get a pitch for their cap situation. So their pick is top 5 protected. They're not gonna lose enough to be a top 5 team if they don't get Conley and Gasol out of there, or at least one of them out of there. One of them gotta go because they're not gonna lose enough.
No, both of them have to go.
Both of them gotta go because they not gonna lose enough. And if you don't, and the thing is, situation is if you keep them there and you just middle of the road again. And then next year you middle of the road again, then like you trying to rebuild in like 1-2 years because you're in Memphis. You can't have a period of like 3, 4, 5, 6 years in which you're not making the playoffs because you're not going.
I mean, I think Jaren Jackson is going to be an all-star caliber player next year at the minimum.
I agree, but at the same time, you're still in Memphis.
Yes, but I still think that he doesn't have to start an all-star game. He just has to be good enough for coaches to be like, this guy is a beast.
Fair.
Same thing with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, if we looking at team records, he shouldn't be. I mean, if you're looking at statistics, yes. But if you're looking at team record and how he's been the leader of the team and the best player on the team, I mean, it's kind of like
Fair.
It's kind of like whatever in terms
Fair.
of AD. He's never really. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Anthony Davis can't carry a team. He can't. He can put up statistics, but he can't carry a team.
Oh.
So from that perspective. It's like, I mean, if you're looking at a Jaren Jackson, I mean, if he really is gonna turn into a KG light, which is when you said that, I was kind of like, but I see it. I see it. But to me, he has a different gear of strength than KD had. KD, I mean, I'm sorry, not KD. KG, you can kind of push KG around a little bit.
You can't push Jaren Jackson.
You can't put, like even
at 18 years old, you can't push Jaren Jackson.
And I'll put it this way, and I'm not being disrespectful to Shaq. Like, I feel like Shaq would easily be able to push KG around. But Shaq trying to push Jaren Jackson around, he might have a couple times. He's like, oh, okay, this little like, okay, yeah. like you know when Shaq used to go up against people and they used to be like, oh, I'm strong. Shaq would be like, all right, boom, and then they just like, yeah, exactly, like Shaq. Exactly. Shaq would have to do one of them.
That said, I don't need a double team. Like, look, for all you kids that watch this, please go back and watch the 2000-2001 finals Shaquille O'Neal highlights on Mutombo. There's a play in which he literally gets the ball, like takes one power dribble, and Mutombo is off the ground like that. Like, his feet are not attached to the floor anymore. So no, you're right. Okay,
yeah,
fair.
But continue to move down the room. Go ahead.
I was at the gas station today. Shout out, I don't even know his name. The guy at the gas station. He's a Mavericks fan. He was like, "Yo, I saw a trade that said." I think Dennis Smith Jr. and Harrison Barnes.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
I don't mind that.
No.
At all. I mean, he only get like what? Gordon get $84 million. That's about the same as what Harrison Barnes is getting.
Yeah.
I actually think because with Vucevic here, it's like you might want to.
The Kings, according to Windhorst, are also interested in trading for Harrison Barnes.
It'd be dope because I think you might want to look into. That's actually very interesting because then what you could do is you could probably pair DJ and Harrison because Kings have a little bit of cap room. Probably pay DJ and Harrison, send them Zach Zebo. I think Zebo getting $10 million, but you would probably just sit them on the bench like whatever, don't play, and then you can get Willie Cauley-Stein. You can get Cauley.
Hold on. You gotta explain the teams. You just literally went full GM. Okay.
So Kings,
yes.
Mavericks, right?
Yes.
Now, granted, I haven't put this in the trade, so I don't necessarily know.
I mean, you want to run it through the trade machine.
Put Cauley-Stein in deal. Put Zebo in the deal. And look down the roster and see who else they got.
I forgot that Zebo was still on the roster. All right, cool. So you said the Kings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zebo was in Memphis. I'm sorry. Well, actually, you might want to do a 3-team trade.
And with who in Memphis?
Huh?
Who's leaving Memphis?
Conley.
Then you had to work out some crazy shit with
Dallas. Hold on, wait a minute. You said Dallas and who else?
Dallas.
And the Kings.
Yeah, Kings.
All right, so you said
Put
Zebo.
DJ in the deal.
Okay, DeAndre Jordan.
And
okay.
somehow send Willie Cauley-Stein to Dallas.
Willie Cauley-Stein. Okay, he's on a 1 year for. Okay, cool. And who?
Zebo. Send him. Just make the fucking salaries match.
Who else you trying to send? Well, I mean, you just trying to send DJ to Sacramento, or you trying to send Harrison Barnes? They want Harrison Barnes, not DeAndre Jordan.
Send Harrison.
That's a lot of cap.
Yeah, it's a lot of cap.
You're not gonna.
Well,
Well, actually, you know what? Technically, you could do this. You could send Kosta Koufis, and you can send Shump. And that trade works. So if you traded Zach Randolph, Amon Shumpert, Kosta Koufis, and Willie Cauley-Stein for Harrison Barnes and DeAndre Jordan, that's actually not that bad. And both teams kind of stay even. And also Zebo, 1 year left. Shump, 1 year left. Kosta Koufis, 1 year left. Willie Cauley-Stein, 1 year left. Harrison Barnes has 2 years left. DeAndre Jordan has 1 year left. If DeAndre Jordan want to stay and Harrison Barnes want to both stay in Sacramento, that's scary. Because then you got motherfucking, you mean to tell me you got De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Bogdan, Barnes at the 4, and DeAndre Jordan at the 5. And you got Bagley. Actually, but no, that I don't see that. See, from that perspective, that doesn't make sense for me if you the Kings unless you don't believe in Bogdan. And I feel like Bogdan is money.
Yeah, but Bogdan off the bench though. Like Harrison might not even finish some games. Just run 3 guards out there. Harrison might not finish games, and DJ might not finish games. Actually, no, he might. Here's what you could do. You want to like get real freaky with it. Run De'Aaron, Buddy, Bogdan, Harrison, and Bagley. Fuck it. Or you want to run Harrison, Barnes, and Giles. I actually saw the chemistry that I think they played somebody earlier this week. I think Harry Giles probably had the best game I've seen him play as a pro. People forget Harry Giles was the #1 ranked player in high school. Tore his ACL twice. But he was 16, 17 years old. You figure if you that age, you get into a better system, you recover or whatever.
I feel like I might have just got this trade for the Grizzlies easily. And I think low-key you can do a 3-team trade and get rid of Mike Conley, Harrison Barnes, and DeAndre Jordan. The Mavericks get back Mike Conley, Zach Randolph, Shump, Kosta Koufis, and Willie Cauley-Stein. The Kings get Harrison Barnes and DeAndre Jordan, and the Grizzlies get Wesley Matthews. His contract expired. It's $18.6 million. Mike Conley is gone, and if you want to ship Marc Gasol off, you can ship him off, and then you literally bottom out, and you don't have to re-sign Wesley Matthews, and they're trying to get rid of Chandler Parsons as well.
See, I actually played 2K last night. I think I traded Mike Conley to the Jazz. That's a great trade. I think I traded Mike Conley to the Jazz.
And if I'm the Grizzlies, somebody give me and if I'm the Grizzlies, somebody give me a second rounder, somebody give me a first rounder, and y'all cool.
Yeah. All right. So that's a trade. I think Jabari is being discussed for being traded.
Drop top. Man, that drop top, that drop top looking bad right about now.
I think the Hawks roster is a roster people need to pay attention to.
The Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah. Because they have some guys where it's like, okay, we've been winning. Like, they've actually started to win. Like if you've been watching the Reed, they have been much more competitive.
You think I'm watching the Atlanta Hawks game? No, look. You got me twisted.
I think you have a situation like Atlanta in which, like, they have I think they finally, when you look at it, it's like, oh, shit, we have a direction. You got Trae Young, and you got Luke. What I think Kevin Herter.
Yeah,
about like a 6'8", 6'7" shooting guard.
No, his name is Huerta.
Whatever. To me, he reminds me of Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson, who can't shoot as good but has more bounce, and a little bit more dribble.
He definitely got some bounce.
John Collins give you a double every single night. Alex Len, low-key looks good.
No, he does.
He was a top 5 pick. He was very young when he came. I think he's like 23, 24 years old. But you got some guys on the bench where it's like, I don't know if you want to keep him. Jeremy Lin. If you can get some assets for Jeremy Lin, why not let Jeremy Lin go? Kent Bazemore. He's out right now, but if you can get some assets for Kent Bazemore, why not let Kent Bazemore go? I still think the Rockets need to make one more move. I think that the Rockets are a team that can maybe look into picking up a Jeremy Lin or maybe picking up a Kent Bazemore. I think that would help them a lot. Again, all you want is guys that, Harden got to take this play off. Can you just do some shit with the ball?
Yeah.
Create a shot. They got a lot of shot creators on that team now. A lot of them. So I think that's like.
Yeah, but I mean, but I don't really know what would incentivize any team to trade. I mean to try to trade with the Hawks. Like I don't want any of them guys that they got on their bench.
Kent Bazemore, I think Kent Bazemore was a quality guy.
Kent
Bazemore's quality. Jeremy Lin is a 6'4" guard. I think he's shooting like 40% from three in his time on the court. If I'm not mistaken, let me actually go look. If I'm not mistaken.
Kent Bazemore has 2 years, $18 million left on his deal. Jeremy Lin has 1 year, $13 million. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. They also have Plumlee with 2 years, $12.5 million.
Jeremy Lin shooting.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad.
Jeremy Lin is shooting 47% from the field and 33% from three.
Yeah, I mean I'm not upset with that.
What,
honestly, the Lakers could use Jeremy Lin. I'm not joking.
See, but for the Lakers, it depends on the direction that you want to go this season.
What you mean?
Because look, I'm almost at the point. We halfway through the year. You the 8th, 9th seed. If guys like Lonzo didn't sprain his ankle, I don't know how long Lonzo gonna be out. It looks like a badly sprained ankle. Rondo keep getting hurt. I don't know how badly LeBron is hurt. I don't. They said he's clear to like resume contact, but we don't necessarily know when he's coming back. I'm to the point where missing the playoffs wouldn't be the worst possible thing to happen.
Come on, man. No,
look.
That would make the season a disaster.
Listen.
When LeBron James missed the playoffs in over a decade. Come on, man. LeBron missed the playoffs. He a fraud. Lakers missed the playoffs this year. LeBron is a fraud.
Listen.
I mean that.
Listen. Again, now granted, you go out there and you fight for it. Obviously, if guys are healthy, you put them on the court and you go fight for it. Why? I would really love playoff revenue because we got the Los Angeles Lakers. But if guys is hurt, guys is hurt. If guys are not healthy, ain't nothing you can do about health. So if you pack it in, get you a pick. Like,
bro, they're 10 games away from having as many wins as they had last year. You're not packing this season up.
Listen. I'm not saying you do it yet. I'm still saying that you go for the playoffs. You are right there. But if guys are like, look, Bron ain't had a break in 10 years. Bron ain't had an offseason in 10 years. Lonzo, he ain't had a full healthy offseason. He coming off injury. Now he hurt again. You see him cramping up all the damn time doing games. I think he cramped up they had another close game in LA, and then you was like, why Lonzo leg always hurt?
Because he has to improve his condition. Nobody else can do that. But he can improve his conditioning during the season. I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse.
Look, listen. You cramping up. He just sprained his ankle. Now, I don't know how bad it's sprained, but that's like one of those sprains that probably take you like a month or two to come back from. It looked like one of those sprains. Like when Torian Prince sprained his ankle, and he was out for like half the season, and fucked up my fantasy team. Also, Richard Jackson last year, when he was out for like 6 weeks, it looked like one of those sprains. Now, it may not be. It may not be, but that's how it looked. He couldn't he didn't hop off. He got carried off for ankle sprain. So that looked bad.
I mean, it was a bad sprain. It definitely
now, Bron, I don't know how bad Bron growing hurt. Really don't nobody know. They said if it's the playoffs, he would have played, but that don't mean it's not hurt bad.
I don't know about that.
Steph took how long to come back from his?
2 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks.
Well, at this point, it's been more than that. I even saw a report something like Rich Paul said something was like a tendon was torn or something like that. So I don't know how bad the growing sprain is. So is this a thing where it's like, yo, if he doesn't come back and you continue to lose, obviously you go for it. But at some point, I think for the Lakers shutting it down and being like, you know what, we're gonna go back, we're gonna get healthy. Magic even said this is the 2-year thing. It's a 2-year thing. It's a 2-year thing. Like, yes, would it suck? You want to make playoffs? Yes. But it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. It even happened with Kareem. First year Kareem come in, I think he missed the playoffs twice when he came in. Now, granted, it was different. The rules was then technically, if it had been in today's times, they would have made. I think the top 4 seeds from the division make it in each division back then. But still, he missed the playoffs twice. Or I think it was once, 1 or 2 times when he came in. So it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. It wouldn't. Sit him down and hey, you know what? Next year, LeBron, you come back. No, I don't.
You sound absolutely ridiculous.
You still go for bro.
So LeBron not gonna be back for the All-Star game?
He might. Yeah, no, look, listen to me. Listen to me.
You trying to create headlines?
No, listen to me.
That's a real question. You trying to create headlines?
No, I'm not.
I said, you're delusional.
No, listen, look.
You're not if you're Magic Johnson and you tank this season, if I'm Jimmy Bus, get Magic and Rob's ass the fuck out of here.
I'm not saying
what really makes you different than my brother?
I'm not saying you tank. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. No, listen.
I've been listening to you for the past 5 minutes. Stop telling me to listen.
I'm not saying you tank. What I'm saying is the injuries seem to be piling up. They've been piling up all year. It is the thing with LeBron. Look, if
3 injuries, bro. Rondo will probably play next week. LeBron will probably play within the next 2 weeks.
Then
you are only a game.
Listen, Ingram has been in and out the lineup. Kuzma in and out the lineup. JaVale had the thing. Like, look.
If LeBron can't get the Lakers to the playoffs this year, then he really is done. And I mean it. If LeBron can't get the Lakers to the playoffs, he's done.
Listen.
He is done.
Listen.
It is a wrap. Retire, LeBron. You can't get the Lakers to the playoffs this year, period.
Obviously, look.
James Harden out there playing with Nunnally. And you
Obviously,
telling me LeBron can't make the playoffs with this Lakers team?
Look.
Kuzma better than everybody on the Houston Rockets.
I don't know about that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You're on drugs.
Listen.
You're on drugs.
Listen. I see. No, you just think Kuzma is better than what I think Kuzma is.
No, don't get me wrong. I like EG. But if we looking at age compared to talent and skill, give me Kuzma.
I mean, if you're looking at age, give me Kuzma. If you compare talent and skill, I don't know about that.
Man, whatever.
I know about that.
Whatever. Kuzma not going to be a part of that 0 for 27 from 3. He going to at least hit one of them. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He going to at least hit one. 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 He money.
I don't believe you.
He money.
I don't believe you.
He not clutch. Kuzma not clutch to you?
He cool.
I disagree with that.
He cool.
I disagree with that.
What clutch got to do with missing 27 threes?
Exactly. What you mean? It was game 7 of the fucking Western Conference
He
Finals.
might have missed them threes too. He missed them against the Knicks.
In a regular season game, you think game 7 in the Western Conference Finals, Kyle, come on, man.
That's even more reason to miss him.
No, sorry. We're not going to agree on this.
Listen,
not agree
real quick. If everybody's healthy, of course, you put them on the court and you go out there and do what you got to do. You got Bron. But my thing is you got to protect your investment. There's a strain growing. If it's really hurt and he come back and he feels something again, Bron's played a lot of basketball. He got 3 years left on this contract after this year. We want to make sure, okay, look, the 2010 is pretty much over. We want to make sure that for the 2020s, we that team. So I'm not trying to rush nobody out there and they still got some ailing body parts. Like, we not going to probably win the championship this year anyway. So I'm not trying to rush nobody out there with no ailing body parts. Now, granted, if everybody healthy, you go out there and you go play. But if they not, I think it's something you might have to look into at some point in time, if the injuries keep piling up. You are off the hashtag Coke take. But let's move on. Let's talk about James Harden, the scoring dynamo, the wizard that is James Harden. Shout out to the wizard Harden. And also shout out to the wizard Future. Harden. Stick to the model changed my life.
Harden has been on a historic scoring tear. He almost... Ironically, in that game versus the Lakers, he very selfishly could have easily gotten 50 and like taken the ball when they were just fouling him, whatever. But he let Eric Gordon take the ball twice, and Eric Gordon hit, I think, 4 free throws in a row.
He let him hit the shot to even since OT.
I mean, yeah, but if Eric Gordon is on the court and he's open, give him the shot. Like they ran a play for him, and somebody bit on a pump fake. But Harden
very selfishly could have said, "Hey, I got 48. Give me the fucking ball. I'm James Harden."
I don't know about that. He's probably tired as hell.
He probably was.
Yeah, he's still. But I'm saying he's still in that game in the victory moments. Did what he was supposed to do. But what I liked about that is that, like, cool. Like, I can get a rest. Like, everybody know when Eric Gordon is hot, let him shoot. He was hot. Let him shoot. Like, literally. He was hot. Let him shoot. Look. So, I think that this has been one of the greatest scoring stretches that, we've ever seen. I'm not going to say it's top 3. Kobe has had a couple scoring stretches that have been better. Mike had a year in which he averaged 35. Harden averaging 35.
He averaged 35 right now.
He is?
Yeah, it's 35.4.
Whoa, I didn't even know that. Yeah. Damn. Okay, never mind.
The lowest of keys.
Never mind. I didn't know he was at 35. Look. He was at 33 like a week ago.
If this continues, but he had 50, 48, 50. If this continues, this is a top 5 basketball season I've ever seen in my life. If it continues. I think the best seasons I've personally seen in my life, not granted, this has to continue. Yeah. Harden this year. Steph Curry, when they went 73-9, one of the best seasons I've seen in my life. Even though he didn't win the MVP, LeBron in last year's one of the best seasons I've seen in my life. Kobe, when he averaged like 35, one of the best seasons I've seen in my life.
That's one of the best scoring seasons I've seen in my life.
Whatever. And maybe like Bron the year when he was shooting like 60%. From like the field, maybe was probably one of the best seasons that maybe
Miami.
Yeah. And also Russ when he averaged a triple-double the first time. So that's like we getting to all-time like ranking with Harden season. We getting to all-time greatness. You've never I don't think like look and the thing about Harden, man, he looks like, which is why I don't think that like everybody should be so ready to just pencil in the Warriors in the finals. Like Harden, Harden was great last year. But he wasn't great this year. He was great last year, but he wasn't this great last year. Like last year, usually when Harden had great games, he also shot well. We had
Chris
a game.
Paul has to come back though.
But listen, hold on, wait. But listen, we had a game this year in which the man went 1 for 17 and still had 38 points. He went 1 from 17 from 3. That's a terrible game. Still had 38 points. He's making it as to where it's like, no matter what, I'm going to score. Because he's just so good at drawing contact and getting fouls, which is what makes him impossible to guard. Like, even his step back, the reason I think the reason why he doesn't create so much space is, if you contest it, you're going to foul him. You can't contest his shots. Even when he steps back, he steps so, like, not that far away from you that, like, you know, on step backs, probably as a defender, you obviously want to, like, run him and get a hand up. But if you run him and get a hand up, you're going to foul him. Especially with the rule they have now where it's like, if you, like, you had to get a shooter room to land. Actually, Harden don't go to the line enough. It was plays in that game last night against the Lakers on a couple steps. I'm like, yo, he got fouled. And they didn't call it. If they call every Harden foul, he could probably shoot 20 free throws a night. And I looked up the people saying, oh, well, in the playoffs, he's not gonna get these calls. I looked it up. Last year he averaged, I think, 8 point something, it was either 8.4, like fucking 9.4 free throws. The year before, it was like 11 free throws in the playoffs. So he still gets these calls. He gets these calls in the playoffs. They happen. And it seems like he's become better with even drawing contact. Like, we getting to the point where this is probably an all-time... Like, Scottie Pippen had to do a segment on how to guard this man.
I mean, Scottie Pippen couldn't guard him.
Actually, no. Harden's averaging 35.7, 6.4, and 8.5. So, ain't like he ain't even passing the ball.
Yeah, no. I mean, no. He has to pass the ball.
This. Like, man, look. We are getting to the point where this is one of the greatest NBA seasons of all time. Harden very easily could have won MVP 4 out of the last 5 years. The only year it literally was no discussion was the year that Steph won 73 games. That was the only year where, like, it wasn't no type of discussion. 4 out of the last 5 years, James Harden could have won MVP. Since 2014, you can make a very valid case.
He could have, but he didn't know. So
but still, you can make a case for somebody winning MVP 4 years in a row, 4 out of 5 years.
Yeah, Steph
You know
Curry.
how good you gotta be.
Steph Curry.
You know how good you gotta be.
Steph Curry.
That's fine. He's great. You never heard me say Steph Curry wasn't great. So this man could have won MVP 4 out of the last 5 years, man. Like, look, I think it's people really need to sit back and understand what this man James Harden doing this year. Now, look, he got to continue. But Harden's getting to the point where this will be one of the best basketball seasons we've ever seen in our lives. Yeah,
my biggest problem with Harden is that in the playoffs his numbers just drop.
But see, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. The reason why I don't think is because it's just like
his numbers drop all across the board.
But look, I don't think that's. But also the reason why
he ain't shot over 30% from the 3-point line in the playoffs since 2015, 2016.
But like, look at what that man got to do in the playoffs. He got to do so much.
He ain't shot over 45% in the playoffs ever.
But look at
except for his second year in OKC.
I understand that, but look at what that man got to do. Year. I understand that, but look at what that man got to do.
I'm sorry, not ever once.
This is the first season where it's like other people who can spell Harden. Last year you had Chris Paul, and like, look, no matter what you want to say, they were up 3-2 when Chris Paul got hurt. We don't know what the hell would happen.
It should. We don't know what the hell would happen. Fifth, I'd definitely be drunk right now.
Fine.
And Steph Curry would have 4 straight rings.
Cool, whatever. He don't. Regardless, he got hurt. He went down. You didn't have what you did with this. You don't have anybody else to spell Harden. Right now, you got Eric Gordon. You got Austin Rivers. You got Chris Paul. You got at least 3 to 4 people who could spell Harden if he needs a one or two possession break. You didn't have it a couple years ago, especially before Chris Paul came there. It really wasn't nobody besides Eric Gordon. And when Eric Gordon ain't on, it's all on you, Harden. It's on you. This is the first year you got other people to spell Harden. Also, again, it was other if Harden shot 1 for 17 from 3 2 years ago, it's a horrible game. Probably got 20 points. The man shot 1 for 17 from 3 and had 28 points. 38 points.
I mean, yeah,
because you can't
because he seeks the contact.
And
man. Seeks the contact.
Yes, and also we're getting to the point where like you just can't stop anything that he wants to do.
I can agree on that behalf. You really can't.
I don't know. Like you would think that. Oh well, again, like I keep going back to the 1 for 17 game, but he shot 1 for 17 from 3 and still managed to have 38 points. So, and what that does is...
He took too many threes. I don't hear you crucifying him for taking 17 threes.
Hold on. But look, also, I looked up a stat.
But you'll be first one to complain about Steph Curry.
I saw a stat. I think over the last 3 games, I think 168 points. Every single basket was unassisted.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's amazing.
It's terrible basketball.
Beautiful.
Terrible
Beautiful
basketball. Terrible basketball. Look at that team record. Terrible basketball.
Because everybody's hurt. You
Terrible
can't
basketball.
stop. Look. You can't stop this man from scoring the basketball. Which again, I think helps in the playoffs. Because also, I don't even think he's expending that much energy anymore. A lot of it is just like, I'm gonna just get a call on this play. Which is again why you see Boogie fouling out or Boogie averages so many fouls. And Steph hasn't known a tendency to foul. All these guys like, yo, if he can just slow the game down by getting these people in fouls, we're going, all right, come on, Boogie, switch every single possession. Come out here and guard me. I'm going to make you foul me every loony. Come out here and guard me. I'm going to make you foul me every single fucking time. It's going to be no rhythm to the game. It's legit like playing Shaq.
No, it's not. It's not, because you can even see the Lakers and other teams, once they figure out that defensive strategy, make them go right the whole game long, it's not going to be the same.
But look.
The problem was when Lonzo Ball got hurt, there was nobody else to be a playmaker. So Brandon Ingram, who is your primary defender on a Harden in that situation, then has to switch and become a primary playmaker.
Listen.
And you saw it in the fourth quarter and overtime when he was making plays and hitting shots.
Listen.
He was only put in a position to do that because Lonzo Ball hurt himself.
Listen.
But defenses are going to figure him out.
Listen.
There's still 40 games left. If he is still doing this at the end of the season, cool. Get that man an MVP, back-to-back MVP. I'm cool with that.
Real quick.
Perfectly fine with that.
Quick.
But until then, let's just chill out.
Before halftime, you realize we say they did a good job. I think it was 5 for 12. 16 points at halftime with Lonzo there. So again,
16 is good for him.
But listen,
the man averaging 35.
Listen, real quick. 16. So let's say you get 16 and a quarter. That's you still getting your average basically.
It wasn't a quarter. It was in a half.
Exactly.
32
in a half.
He averaging 35. That's less than his average.
Listen. If he's on pace 16, okay, right, he get 32 points. I would assume when everybody else comes back, he's not going to be average 35 points because there'll be no reason for it too.
Exactly. So it's like it is what it is.
But no, look, listen. If you still can't stop the man from scoring and you get the rest of the team back, you got it. Look, man, look. Now, granted, Houston has to get healthy. They have to get healthy. They got a lot of injuries. A lot of people hurt right now. But again, I don't think there's a more battle-tested team.
And Melo's still on the roster.
Melo's on the roster. Funny as hell. But again, I don't think there's a more battle-tested team in the NBA right now than what Houston is. Houston and probably the Lakers. They know how to play a million different ways with a million different lineups because ain't nobody been healthy. And the Warriors up there too because they didn't have a lot of people in and out the lineup as well. But this Houston team, man, if they get everybody back and Harden go continue playing like this, look, man, we might be on the course for one of the most special seasons we've ever seen, like that I've seen in my generation as a basketball fan. And I truly believe that.
I mean, I'm not upset at it.
Like, this man looked different this year. He was always cold, but it was always things where it was like, I don't know, G. Like, I don't know if I believe
it ain't never been that. No, those things are in the playoffs, and it happened last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
we
this
can
year,
talk. We can talk till we purple in the face. We say that every year.
It looked different.
We've been saying that every year. We've been saying that every year. We've been saying every year Harden gonna be way better than he was the year before. We've been saying every year this crazy thing is gonna happen because Harden's gonna go, and then he winds up averaging 28 in the playoffs when he averaged 30 in the regular season.
I disagree with you. Here go what happened last year.
Last year, sleepy on that.
Look, last year I was saying you could throw the ball to Chris Paul and he can spell and like awesome.
That man rating on 2K at 81. I don't want to hear about that.
It's an 86.
Still.
This year, Chris Paul isn't even in my equation. I don't know what the fuck Chris Paul gonna do when he come back. I literally have no idea. He wasn't doing that much when he was here the first time. I don't know what he gonna do when he come back. He not even in my equation.
You're king. Tony Parker playing way better than Chris Paul because Tony Parker better than Chris Paul.
I'm looking at everybody else and I'm looking at Harden. Harden just looks different to me. He never looked like this before. The man, like I never looked at Harden and thought he was unstoppable. I literally think the man can't be stopped now. The man missed 16
Yeah, he is unstoppable until it comes to winning time.
The man shot 1 for 17.
He's unstoppable until it comes to winning time. When it comes to winning time, then you can stop him because that man he be looking like a deer in headlights when it comes to winning time. Look, 27, big fella. Man. That's not happening. That's not happening on a Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry not letting his team go 0 for 27 from 3.
Because
Kevin Durant not letting his team go 0 for 20. Russell Westbrook, he can't shoot, and Russell Westbrook ain't letting his team go 0 for 27 from 3. No, he ain't.
He might.
No, he ain't.
I mean, on that Thunder team, you probably wouldn't because PG can shoot better than probably like catch and
not even. Even in 2016, they not going 0 for 27. No, they not. I mean 2017.
Yes, they would.
No, they not. No,
they
they
not.
Shoot
the ball. Oladipo gonna shoot the ball in 2016, 2017.
They not going 0 for 27.
Okay.
Even Raymond Felton, little pudgy ass, might have hit a goddamn 3.
Oh no, he not.
Yeah,
he gonna miss the fuck out of all the.
Russ gonna make a 3.
No, he not.
Yes, he is. You know who did make a 3 during that stretch? Harden. Exactly.
Russ very well.
Exactly.
Make a 3 as well.
Trash.
Look, man.
Trash.
I know know what history
Talk to me in the
says when
playoffs.
it comes to James Harden, but man, Harden looked different this year.
Talk to me in the playoffs.
But let's get off Harden.
Let's go ahead. We talking one player. Topic you wanted was take one player from a team's past and put them on the current team.
I want to take the Nuggets and I want to put Melo on there. I want to put prime Melo on the Nuggets right now.
I don't think that works.
Why not?
It's too many people to score.
But you still don't have. Yeah, but you don't have one real bona fide scorer. When you need a bucket on that team, who do you go to?
Jamal Murray.
It's not good enough. It's not.
Why not?
I think that everybody.
Of course, he's not. He is definitely not Carmelo Anthony. That is not what I am saying.
I think that everybody in Denver is playing one spot up, which is why I think Michael Porter is so important for them. I think Michael Porter needs to be the number one scorer. I think Jokic needs to be number 2, and I think Murray needs to be number 3. But I think right now it's like Jokic sometimes is number 1, or it's like Jamal Murray number 1. Everybody's playing one spot up.
Jokic is one of those guys as well that can't be stopped on offense. On defense or whatever. He's been playing lights out.
The Warriors game, he got kind of stopped.
Huh?
The Warriors game.
Of course that's going to happen.
They just fouled him out.
It's going to happen from time to time.
No, basically what they did was just make him foul. They just fouled him out.
And what you think going to happen with Boogie there?
What?
What do you mean what?
People going to make Boogie foul.
No. They going to make Jokic foul. Boogie put Jokic little ass in the paint. It's a wrap.
Oh. Speaking of Denver, I found out that game was why I picked this whole topic. Like literally, they was giving them buckets, but the issue was they were trying to shoot them. They didn't have no real scorer. It was like they were like, I think like they would depend on Paul Millsap to give them more buckets than what they probably should have. Like
the guy who I told you was mid.
No, look, I think he's good, but I just think everybody is playing up above one spot than what they need to in Denver, which is why Michael Porter is so important. They don't have anybody with like they just like, yo, throw this man the ball, the back is hot. They don't have anybody where it's like, yo, throw this man the ball, move out the way. Nobody on the team. I think if you could take prime Melo, like the Melo who took that team to conference finals, and put him on this team right now, championship.
No.
Championship.
Well, it depends.
Because if you peep that Warriors game, like, look, wait, real quick. Yeah, the Warriors had an NBA record 51 in the quarter, but they gave up 38. They needed to hold 51 to have a double-digit lead. Even in the first half. Yeah, they scored 70. They gave up like 60. And the Nuggets have no bona fide number 1 scorer.
The Nuggets one of the best scoring teams in the NBA.
But they still don't have one of those guys like, gee, if I need a fucking bucket, we not running no screens, ain't nobody coming to get you. I'm finna send you right here and I'm sending everybody else to the other side of the court. What are you gonna do to that man? Who do they have on the team to throw the ball to and do that?
Jokic is that guy to me. Seriously, I watch other big men trying to defend him. I've seen him hit floaters. I've seen him throw fucking no-look lobs when he's being guarded one-on-one and nobody's paying attention. I've seen that dude do a lot of stuff this year on offense that I never thought was in his repertoire.
That's an amazing second option.
I always knew he could stretch out. I always knew he could hit a mid-range three. He has been making some moves, especially when he's been put in the post.
You need a guy on the wing.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's gonna win you a championship.
You need a guy on the wing.
But if we talking about Melo being there, I'm not upset at Melo being there.
That's the issue.
It's just too many shots to go around. But if Melo's there, Paul Millsap is not there, so I'm fine with that.
Get that man out the roster. Well, sit him on the bench. Come on.
No, not on the bench. Bye.
Whatever.
Bye. Paul Millsap and Will, what's his name?
Barton?
Yeah, Will Barton.
Barton
Not on the
stays.
team.
He
Nah,
stays.
nah,
Barton
nah,
stays.
Nah.
But who would you pick? Take one player from the past and put him on the current team.
Give me. I would love to see. Actually, yeah. You know what? I would love to see Giannis. On a team's past and put him on the current team. I would love to see. Damn,
that's a great one.
No. I was gonna say, I would love to see Giannis go back and be on that Bucks team that went to conference finals with Big Dog and Ray Allen. But honestly, if I had to choose, I would bring Ray Allen from the Bucks and bring him on the Bucks now, cause him, Middleton and Giannis. You can't, it's shooters around. You can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Put Ray Allen on the Bucks.
Oh my God. And send Brogdon to the bench.
Oh my God.
Actually, now you probably just start Brogdon and just put him at the wing. It would be Brogdon, Ray Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez.
Yeah. going crazy. I mean Ray Allen during those seasons was averaging 19, 17, 22, 21, but he was shooting from the field from 3, 39, 36, 35, 42, 43, 43. From the 3, and then from the field goal range, he never shot below 41%. And he was playing 34 to 40 minutes a game.
Also, I got on one.
And he was an all-star for his last 3 years in Milwaukee.
Also, I got on one more. I would love to put, because it's the same franchise, I would love to put Gary Payton on the Thunder now.
Ew.
It's not ew.
That's disgusting.
That's
disgusting. Why would you want to put Gary?
You have two of the best because look, you got a shooter out there right now. You can't tell me like Gary Payton can't go out and get you shooter type buckets. Yes, he can. Don't disrespect GP like that. Don't do that. Don't even let this fucking disrespect come out your motherfucking mouth. Don't let this motherfucking disrespect come out your motherfucking mouth. Stop. I'm trying not to yell this episode. I'm trying not to yell because I want you to stay in your goddamn apartment. But do not let this motherfucking blasphemy come out your motherfucking mouth. We can run out Russell Westbrook. We can run out Gary Payton, and we can run out Paul George. How are you scoring? Jerry and Grant, and we can run out.
What do you mean? How are you scoring?
How?
Russell Westbrook is still on the floor playing defense.
What that mean? Who we got to know? G on most teams, they ain't got 4, 5 guys who could all get you buckets. Go hide Russ. Hide him. Hide the man.
I'm not upset at that, but if you look at all the GP's years where he scored over 20, he was basically taking, like 18 to 20 shots a game.
Okay.
He's not gonna be taking 18, 20 shots
Take
a game.
14. Play excellent defense.
If he taking 14 shots a game, he did that when he was 29. He was giving you 19. That's not that bad.
Beautiful.
I'm not upset with that, but no, I'm sorry. GP's too small. He's
6'4".
I know. No, I don't want two 6 foot 4 guys in my backcourt. I'm sorry.
But you like Gary Harris and you like Jamal Murray.
Huh?
But you like Gary Harris.
I didn't say I liked them. I didn't say I liked them. When have you ever heard me say that I liked them? I've always said that you need to split them up and one of them need to go. But at this point, if you asking me who is the number 1 option on offense, it's Jamal Murray.
Okay.
I mean, that's facts. Am I wrong? I never said I like them. They're too small. Same thing I feel about Dame and CJ. The reason why Steph and Clay work is because Steph is 6'3" and Clay is 6'7".
Isaiah and Dumars work.
Yeah, in the 80s. Wasn't nobody playing like them in the 80s? Exactly. Wasn't nobody playing like that. Zeke was cold. The dribble package, the moves, Joe Dumars on defense, no. Wasn't nobody playing like that in the 80s, really. That backcourt combo, they will no. They are arguably, other than Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, the best backcourt ever.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
So you're talking about the best backcourt ever versus Jamal Murray and Gary Harris. No.
Yeah. But I think that Russell Westbrook,
no way in hell, no.
Yeah, but I think that if you could, hypothetically speaking, Russell Westbrook and Gary Payton would be the best backcourt ever.
I'm sorry, I disagree with that. I'm sorry, I disagree with that. You get somebody like Clay that can put GP in the mid, or KD that can put him in the mid eye post and just shoot over them all game long. You can't do shit about it.
I actually don't think that Kevin Durant would have an easier time scoring on Gary Payton as you think he would. I've seen Chris Paul give KD hell in the post. I just want to say that. I've seen that.
Whatever.
I've seen Kevin Durant not be able to post Chris Paul, so I want to say that.
All right, let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets.
Man, like D'Lo. Might D'Lo be an all-star?
Hell no. You do good though.
I mean, wait, did the voting close already?
Close, I think tomorrow.
Yeah, see, he coming on too late. But I mean,
D'Lo's only averaging 19 a game. No.
The Nets are in the playoffs though.
No.
Wait, hold on, wait. D'Lo, not great as the East. D'Lo was the best player on the playoff team.
Yes, but if you're looking at the all-star spots in the front court,
backcourt.
I mean, the backcourt. You're gonna probably have Middleton. You definitely gonna have.
Middleton front court.
No, Middleton is a shooting guard. No,
small forward.
Oh, small forward. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Well then, okay. So you got Kyle Lowry, you got Oladipo, you got Ben Simmons. I'm starting for sure. You got Kemba and Kyrie.
How many is that?
5.
You got one more spot.
Yeah, I'm not giving that to D'Lo.
Who you give it to?
I'd much rather give it to. Honestly, I would rather give it to Bradley Beal than give it to.
Okay, yeah.
I would much rather give that all-star spot to Bradley Beal.
You're right. Regardless, though, I think D'Lo is having a great year, and I think that the Nets are putting themselves in a position where if you're a star, you might look at the Nets like, yo, I can go there.
No, Jimmy Butler is probably looking at the Nets like, yo, I can go there. But the problem is Jimmy Butler gonna go there and think it's his team, and I think that
Jimmy Butler is a guy, depending on what happened with the Clippers. I think Tobias is a guy that you might want to look at like, yo, I wanna go here. I think that would be a great place. I think the only thing that the Nets are really missing is like a wing. They really need a wing. They got a lot of guards. They got LeVert. They got LeVert when he comes back from the foot injury. They got LeVert. They got D'Lo. They got Dinwiddie on like a good deal. But the only thing they don't have is like that 3 to 4 man spot.
Yeah, which is also why even though everybody been talking about KD going to the Knicks, I wouldn't be surprised if KD went to the Nets. Like, KD on the Nets would not be a bad option, especially if you can tell a guy like Jimmy to come to the Nets.
We actually got a question like that in our mentions the other day, and it was like, yo, would that be the best team in the East? I was like, I mean, they'd be contending for it.
What?
KD on the Nets.
No, they would be the best team in the East.
I know, because you still got Milwaukee, depending on what happens with...
I disagree with that. You want to know why? Because I'm looking at the Brooklyn Nets, and they're averaging 112 points per... I'm sorry, they're averaging 116 points per game, but they're giving up 112, and they're the only team that's currently a playoff team with a negative plus-minus differential on the season. KD comes and instantly brings you 27 to 28 a game. You still got Allen. Allen has been, look, man, I didn't early in the season. I kind of was like, whatever. He ain't that impressive.
No, Jared
Allen has been blocked. He is, I mean, that dude looks like what people thought JaVale McGee would be when he was like coming up. He's JaVale McGee without asthma. That's what Jared Allen is. Jared Allen dead ass. JaVale McGee without asthma. He's giving you basically 12 and 8.7 and 1.4 assists a game. I mean, he's blocked damn near everybody's dunk this season. He's one of those guys where, look, I'm looking at this team, and although like I think Jimmy is a team cancer, so I don't want Jimmy to come here. I mean, even if I'm looking at a guy like Kemba, and Kemba maybe say, yo, I wouldn't mind coming to Brooklyn, me and you a combo, like you got Dinwiddie, bring Dinwiddie off your 6 man. I mean that's like a crazy backcourt. And then imagine if KD was like, fuck it, I'll go to Brooklyn. You wind up getting KD, Kemba, and that's to me that's a team that's gonna be battling for the whoever gonna win the championship. And if everybody keeps saying KD got all these business ties in New York, which is why they think that he might be thinking about the Knicks. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
And like the Nets seem like a more comparable franchise than the Knicks. Like, I mean,
I think they're way better. They're way better franchise overall.
Like, for one, everybody makes so much of that like trade, which was the trade. They got fleeced. They got fleeced. It was like definitely one of the worst trades.
About the KGE, Paul Pierce trade.
In like recent memory.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we move into Brooklyn and we know we got the Knicks in town. We got to keep people interested. They had to make that trade and take that L for like 3-4 years. You bring in KG, you bring in Paul Pierce, you got Joe Johnson. I think they had to run at the time as well. Mm-hmm. You like, yo, we for one know we'll go to the playoffs. We gotta survive this season. We know we'll go to the playoffs. We know we'll at least get people in the stands to see some people that they know. Yeah. So it's like you got to take that L and you got to eat that, and they did, and they recovered from it greatly.
I got a guy that would be good for them actually.
Who?
What if instead of even the guys that we thinking about right now? The Nets went out this summer and they threw the bag at like Jimmy Butler and Chris Middleton.
I knew you were gonna say Middleton,
but you could because theoretically you could throw the bag at both of them. And then you can run out D'Lo, Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton, whoever the fuck at the power forward, and Allen. That's decent.
That's decent. Or apparently they love Julius Randle.
Or Tobias.
I said Tobias. What do you do?
I wouldn't even be mad if they went out and they signed Chris Middleton and Julius Randle. That's actually
a great team.
I mean, if they're gonna wind up being a top 5-6 seed in the East this year, next year that's a top 3 seed to me.
They're like they're like the Pacers.
They way better than the Pacers. I think they're way better than the Pacers because they got way more dynamic scores. Because you got to think about it. You still have Dinwiddie because he signed a low contract. D'Lo want money. If he going to be worth it, you keep him, you pay him. You still got hella cap. They don't have a ton of cap on their shit. They got a bunch of rookies and like expiring contracts that's coming up. You still got Allen. That's a decent-ass team.
Great team.
It's a decent-ass team. D'Lo, 6-man. I'm sorry, not D'Lo. Dinwiddie, 6-man
of the year. You got D'Lo. Again, I mean, I don't know how much LeVert's going to get, but I assume that right now probably like not much because... It's
not even that. If I get a chance to get Chris Middleton and Jimmy Butler, I'm fine with that. I add another guy I add 2 basically tough-nosed defenders or guys that can at least play defense and are willing to play defense. Jimmy Butler is a guy that likes to take big shots. D'Lo likes to take big shots. Middleton is a guy that is a big shot taker and maker.
Jimmy is too.
Exactly. Well, Jimmy is not a big shot maker. I disagree with that.
I disagree with that.
He's a big shot taker. He's not a big shot maker. We're not going to sit up here and act like Jimmy Butler is clutch. He's not clutch. Jimmy Butler is about as clutch as Paul George was before they played the goddamn Philadelphia 76ers and he finally hit his Gatorade commercial shot. Go ahead.
Rounding it out before we get out of here, I just want to talk about because we kind of covered the Kings earlier.
Yeah, I mean we basically did.
I want to talk about the NBA draft, man. Like I want to talk about the draft.
Zion is going to. Zion deserves to go number one.
I agree.
Coach K put the ball in his hands more often. Stop letting RJ take them dumbass threes. I'm sick of seeing it. That's really all I got to say about it.
I think Zion deserves to go number one, but I think, man, the guy everybody needs to look out for is Ja Morant. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but I think I see what Zion does, but my worry with Zion is like, I think Zion benefits from being 10 times bigger than fucking everybody right now.
I mean, he's bigger than everybody in the NBA.
Yes,
he's 285 pounds. He weighs more than LeBron. They said getting hit by that man is like getting hit by a Jeep.
Did you see somebody take that
charge? Little white boy try to take that charge against him? That man was laid out. They definitely need to call a paramedic for that man.
Like,
I respect the heart.
I respect that.
He took that charge for white America.
Time that's gonna get him, bro?
He took that charge for white America.
G, if I'm a coach, G, you know how much fucking playing time that gets you, G?
He took that.
What the fuck? Like, first of all, I'll be like, what the fuck are you thinking? But I respect that shit so much, dog. I don't know who that white guy was, but I respect you. Hey, little homie, I respect the shit out of you.
He took that charge for white America.
He took that. What the fuck were you thinking? But I respect it. But no. Yes, but again,
you got 1 minute left.
But I don't know if he's stronger than everybody. But man, Ja Morant. That's the guy that I think deserves to go number one. I think he's the best prospect in the draft, and he knows what it's like to be the man already. The one thing Zion is, he don't know. He rolling with other people where if he have a bad game, they can still win. If Ja Morant have a bad game, Murray State is not winning. Now
but that's also the problem that I got. He playing at Murray State, so it's the same. He's not playing against the same level of competition as Zion Williamson. Come on, man.
I want to see him in the tournament.
If they get there.
I mean, like they'll make it. Like I want to see him in the tournament, but Ja Morant, that's my guy.
All right, cool. So, yeah, man, it's been Hoops and Brews. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. What are we gonna name this? Okay, so the episode titles can be Melo is still on the roster.
We can stop there, but like
Melo Might Strike Iron. Melo Might Strike Iron.
Melo Might Strike Iron.
But all right, man. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Real TPJ. If you're listening to us on Dash Radio, the show is about to end. Pavy, get your plug in.
As always, follow me on Twitter at Pavy with Pavy by word all one word. Pavy is right now. Rolling that city out right now.
Exactly. Don't drink and drive. But yeah. So if you're currently tuned in right now on YouTube, now you get to watch us do the games of the week. First up, game of the week, we got the Warriors at the Lakers on MLK Day. You can see the MLK thing behind Pavy. Shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King, man. We appreciate you, bro. I wouldn't be in this chair if it wasn't for you. Because you had a dream, I can have a dream. So I appreciate that. So number one, shout out to Dr. King. Number two, shout out to Dr. Martin Stephen Curry. He is about to rain hell.
Dr. Martin Stephen Curry. Dr. Martin Stephen Curry. Dr. Wardell.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Wardell. He's about to have a dream all over Los Angeles.
First of all, why does Wardell not go by Wardell? That's way harder. Wardell is way harder.
Because his father's name was Wardell as well, and people called him Dale instead of calling him Wardell.
Wardell is way harder.
So, but also like if you're Dale Curry's son, if your name is Wardell, people are gonna automatically always refer to you as Dale Curry's son. If you're Steph Curry, then they have to be like Steph Curry, Dale Curry's son. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So if I'm him, I don't want to be known as Dale Curry's son. Call me Steph Curry, Dale Curry's son, not Lil Dale. Because people would have been calling somebody like me. Somebody like me would have start calling me Lil Dale. Actually, I'm finna start calling that's Steph's nickname, Lil Dale. Lil Dale going crazy. Lil Dale go crazy. Lil Dale. But I think obviously LeBron isn't playing. Supposedly Rondo isn't gonna play. Lonzo sprained the living hell out of his ankle. Lakers are gonna lose this game. I don't really think it's gonna be that bad. I think they're gonna lose like 14. By like 14 points, putting it like 117 to 103. I think Steph Curry will have a big game. I think that Boogie versus Zubac is gonna look like Shaq versus It's gonna look like Shaq versus Dikembe, and I don't know who is gonna be Shaq.
Let Zubac come out and get his man Boogie.
Like that. Zubac might get. That's also my other problem with Luke Walton. It's also my other problem with Luke Walton. Zubac be giving people a hand. He be giving people a hand.
He be giving people buckets,
and he still won't start him.
And he shoot 80% from the line.
He still won't start him, but he'll start Tyson Chandler. Like, what are you doing?
Tyson don't move, bro. Fuck that. Put Zubac out there. You know what, man? You know what? When it comes to this game, I think the Warriors will win. But I'm with you. I just want to see how the Lakers lose. They're gonna lose. Like they just literally do not have enough to win.
Nowhere near
enough. They're gonna lose. But But they're being one of the best defensive teams since LeBron's been. Honestly, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. Defense should never change, no matter who's on the court to score.
Yeah.
Defense should never change. That's all scheme, effort, and will for the most part, and just like being aware. So I think that they'll lose by like 20 points, but I think that it'll be close throughout the first half, and they'll just get overtook in the second half because they just don't have enough. I think that they'll probably win I think the Warriors will win 119 to 97.
All right, cool. I won't lie. Even me, as someone who has made a lifetime of enjoying rooting against LeBron James, I actually do kind of miss watching LeBron play basketball. Like I even said it. Like when Kobe retired, I hated Kobe his whole career, and then that night when I'm like, damn, it's really over, I got sad.
You know what?
I feel the same way about Bron, where I'm just like, man, like because also I never watched LeBron play because I hated watching LeBron play in Cleveland, and I hated what they did in Miami. So even though I was a big D Wade fan and would literally watch D Wade throughout his whole career, once LeBron went to Miami, I stopped watching Heat games because I just didn't believe in it. I was like, fuck them and fuck that. I actually
have had a great time enjoying the Lakers without LeBron being on the court.
I have not. It has been hell, and I have literally tweeted fire Luke Walton every single goddamn game.
No, because I'm actually just looking at what everybody else is doing. So I'm finally realizing what Ingram does well. I know what Kuzma does well. I see what I see from Lonzo. I feel like they're a much better team now. But moving on.
All right, cool. So next game we have is on Tuesday, the Blazers versus Thunder. This is actually a big game for both of these teams.
Thunder been sliding a little bit. I think they lost 3 or 4 in a row, and they finally they
did.
Defense was slipping too.
Yes, they did, but also with Portland, I think Portland is at that point in the season where usually we would be thinking about having trade talks for them. And wondering, is Dame or CJ or one of them going to get shipped out?
Yeah, ain't no trade talks.
They've been playing so good that you haven't really heard any trade talks. But I was, at this point in time, still wouldn't be surprised if one of them randomly got traded and we all just what the fuck? Because of the fact that nobody's expecting it. And also because of the fact that I'm looking at them and they still look to be a middle-of-the-road team to me. And Zach Collins is not playing. So it's not like I've been saying that he can get this. I mean, he's not playing. He's not starting. Al-Farouq Aminu is starting. So, from that standpoint, I'm looking at Al-Farouq Aminu, and I'm like, he's taking away minutes from the guy that you drafted to basically, I thought was going to fill that role. And although Al-Farouq Aminu, and I said it when Coach came here, is one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA.
That's such a favorite player.
No, he just plays hard. The Chief. He just plays hard. He knocks down shots. He comes up big, and occasionally he'll dunk on somebody. So I think Portland needs to continue to keep pace. I think if you Dame and CJ, this is, especially with Dame, you need to solidify that All-Star spot. It's pretty much solid. But if you're looking at the way the fans voting and the way that fucking Harden is playing, if D Rose wind up somehow getting in, Dame not gonna make the All-Star team.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
How?
It'll be what? D Rose,
Steph,
Harden, Steph, Russ. He'll make it over Clay.
No,
he'll make it over Clay.
Really?
I think the only reason I think he'll make it over Clay because Dame is the lone man on his team. Clay got so many people there. Clay was a little bit for half a season as well. Dame has been giving you 26, 27 points pretty much the whole year. He'll make it over Clay.
All right, I'm not upset at that. So I think that, but anyway, with all that being said about the Blazers, because I kind of went on a little tangent. I think that. Oh, but also you got to consider Jamal Murray.
No.
I mean, they got the second best record.
That's my consideration. No, they're gonna have one All-Star, Jokic. Moving on.
All right, yeah. So I think the Blazers gonna win this game in Oklahoma City. I think they win 115 to 111.
I think the Thunder win this game. I just think that it's time for the Thunder. Their defense slipped a little bit last week.
Yeah.
They gave up 145 to the Hawks. Now again, I think the Hawks are gonna be a very good team in 2 years.
Yeah.
But this is not 2 years from now. This is not they had Trae Young throwing behind. Again, I think Trae Young is the future of the point guard position. But I said the future. They had this man Trae Young throwing behind the back passes from the free throw line back out to the 3-point line. Y'all gotta play defense. And Schroeder was coming back to the Atlanta. So y'all gotta play defense. And I think that the Sixers game was a step in the right direction. I think
Sixers gave away that game though. But
the Thunder did too. What is Schroeder doing making that pass at half court? First of all, why is he even dribble to the corner, bro? You should know better.
Yeah.
That's basketball rule number 1. And also, why didn't nobody set a pick for the man to get up court? There's a lot of things that everybody did wrong in that pass in that 1 minute of play. Yeah. But anyway, I think they're getting back on the right track. I think they need to win this game. I think PG is a legitimate MVP candidate at this point. I think he's been the best player on the Thunder this year, and I think that he needs to come out here and continue to solidify himself and have big moments and big games. So I think the Thunder take this win. I think that they took the last win in Portland, actually. I think that they'll continue to do that. I think that they win this game 110 to 105.
All right, cool. So moving on, we got a snoozer, but also
it's not a snoozer. Actually,
we got the Jazz. Well, actually, yeah, you know what? The Jazz fans, y'all finally above 500. Yeah. Y'all can talk. Finally, exactly.
Finally,
Donovan Mitchell is finally
y'all from Salt Lake
showing
City.
up. He's all right, but he's not real.
Quick, Salt Lake City is one place I actually want to visit in my life.
Yeah, I mean the tickets are really cheap to go to the games. Like my homie said, he got like Rockets Jazz tickets for like $40 and 100 level.
I looked this up. I remember last year I was considering like flying and going to like courtside seats. It was like $600 for courtside seats to like Jazz Rockets last year.
That's not that bad.
Not at all.
Yeah, my homie's girlfriend I think bought him like tickets to like a Jazz Rockets game, and she paid like $50-something for 100 level seats or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The only black people in the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Probably hear some words you didn't imagine you was gonna be hearing. You're like, oh, wait.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually pick the Jazz to win this game. Yeah, I think Gobert can do a good job of disrupting Jokic. I think that they got a lot of guys to throw at Donovan Mitchell. More than like most teams do. They got Murray, they got Gary Harris, they got Torrey Craig. I think that's his name. I think I said his name wrong last time. They got Torrey Craig. Excuse me. Also have Will Barton. I think that Utah can actually pull this victory out. I think they win this game probably like 111 to 107.
And for me, I'm actually gonna go with the Nuggets. I think that Rudy Gobert is gonna have a tough time dealing with Jokic today. I think that Jokic's style and his savviness and ease of movement when he gets the ball, I think catches a lot of big men off guard. Like he's very slow, but he's kind of like one of them, kind of like Big Sexy. We're just kind of like slow, but it kind of like he still had moves. Like it was like a N1 play. I think that was his name. He's
talking about Cadillac.
Yeah. No, kind of.
Cadillac.
No. Yeah.
Cadillac.
On N1.
I'm talking about
the big dude on
Escalade.
N1. Yeah, Escalade. Yeah, kind of like Escalade. Like Escalade used to be giving moves. He used to be giving people bucket. He was big as hell, and so he was kind of slow.
He gets to it, bent. You like, whoa,
yeah, exactly.
What happened?
So that's kind of how Jokic looks like whatever country he's from version of Escalade. So I think.
By the way, I'm calling Jokic. What is him? Serbian Escalade. Where is Jokic from?
I don't know.
I'm looking this up right now. Jokic triple double. What is man from? Jokic is from Serbian Escalade.
Yeah, for real. He's a Serbian Escalade.
Cadillac.
Exactly. So I think he's going to have a big game. And I think he winds up actually going for like 30, 12, and 8 assists. And I think that they go out and they dominate in Utah. So last game of the week.
2.0.
So, so moving forward, getting close to the last game of the week. This is a Thursday night game. We got the Lakers. They are playing against the Timberwolves at home. Rondo might be back, quite possibly. LeBron he's been clear for full contact. He may be back because after this Warriors game, if you LeBron, now is finally the time where I said that the Lakers would be out of the playoff race by the time LeBron got back, but I didn't really think that it would happen. They lost 3 or 4 games that I thought were winnable games that they just lost due to inexperience. But of course, I think they'll win those games moving forward. But I think that at the same point in time, it really hurt them because now they are behind the 8 ball, and you sitting up here fucking telling me that they need to tank and well, you same shit. Okay, no. This is not it. Magic will come down there and be trying to shank people if you think that they're going to miss the playoffs after he told Lakers fans, give me 2 years and I'm going to build you a championship contender.
They might.
If the guys can't get to the playoffs, how they going to get enough experience to get to the championship?
Easy. They got LeBron, he rested. They got Lonzo, he coming back.
No. You have to lose before you can get there and win.
Don't.
Yes, you do. This scenario, they do. I think if LeBron plays or Rondo plays in this game, the Lakers are going to win. I'm taking the Lakers to win at home, 115 to 103. I think Derrick Rose actually goes for 30 this game because Lonzo isn't playing.
I'm gonna pick the Lakers to win too as well because I think that somebody will be playing. Like even if it ain't like LeBron, Rondo will be playing. And like if they got Rondo playing, Rondo can stabilize the offense enough to get him a victory. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Lakers to win this game. I think the Lakers win this game probably. I want to say, actually, I'm very interested. Real quick, I'm very interested to see Zubac play against Towns.
He might not play against Towns. So like I mean,
why would he not?
Because Luke doesn't play him consistently.
I think that Zubac gets to the point where you had to put him on the court. Especially
you act as if you expect Luke Walton to be a competent coach.
He is.
He hasn't been a competent coach.
Anyway,
like even Brian Shaw, when I told you in that game versus the Rockets, literally Brian Shaw took over the coach. They called a timeout. This man literally didn't even have a clipboard in his hand. He was standing behind while another assistant coach was there, looking like he was saying, "Hey, just do what Luke said do." No. Okay? No. Luke, like, for real. He
didn't
have a, he was standing behind looking like, do this, like, this what tell him do. This what Luke said do.
Remember what y'all did in practice? All right.
Exactly.
Go out there and do it.
So,
anyway,
I don't know.
I got the Lakers to win this game. I got the Lakers to win this game, like, 111 to, I don't know. I got the Lakers to win this game, 109 to 101.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's move on.
Shout out Lil Flip.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Last game of the week before we get ready to get out of here. We got the Raptors at the Houston Rockets. This, to me, is honestly the game of the season so far. I think that I expected the Warriors-Lakers at this point in time to be the game of the season, but LeBron obviously got hurt. If LeBron hadn't have gotten hurt, even if he would have played in that game, to me, this still would be the game of the season. Because the games in April, depending upon where the teams are standing, they may or not like hold some players back, rest some guys, so that way you don't have like a full scouting report. You know what I mean? So this game to me is a big game for Kawhi as well. Kawhi is in that MVP conversation, but wait a minute, he's in the MVP conversation, but the Toronto Raptors are 9-1 without Kawhi. So, I mean, how valuable are you really, big fella, if your team, at least when Steph Curry went out with the Warriors, everybody was like, what the fuck is going on?
Other people was hurt.
I mean, still, but still,
Draymond
was hurt even when Steph came back and they weren't looking as bad as they looked at first. Exactly. So stop. Like Kawhi, but it's not the point. We shouldn't be having this conversation about a guy who we saying is potentially going to win the MVP, he's on a team that has taking his place. No, I'm sorry. No, stop it. No, Kyrie have the fifth seed. They're the fifth seed in their conference. You're ridiculous. But anyways, I'm actually going to take the Rockets to win this game. I think Kawhi tries to put the claw on James Harden, but Harden sends Kawhi to the moon on a rocket, and I think Harden goes for 50 tonight. I think he's got a point to prove. Everybody's going to be looking like Kawhi going to shut him down. Harden going to put them things on Kawhi. So, yeah.
I got the Rockets too, man. Like, look, I think Harden's doing something legendary right now. I think everybody needs to, like, recognize it. And I think that Harden is going to continue doing legendary shit. That's my only really analysis. I think that Harden is going to continue doing legendary shit in this game. And I'm going to be on Twitter like, yo, this is one of the greatest basketball seasons I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to pick the Rockets to win. I picked the Rockets to win like 132 to 125.
All right, cool. So that's been Hoops and Brews, man. It's your boy Pavy TPJ. TPJ, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Real TPJ. As always, the show co-stars rap extraordinaire. Pavy, go ahead.
As always, guys, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World. Rolodex City out right now. Pavard Volume 1 out right now. Kyrie Irving is the best point guard in the NBA.
All right, cool. And at least we know one. There's one takeaway from this episode.
What?
Melo could at least strike iron.
G. Like, if Melo take that shot, he at least strike iron, bro.
And like I said, KCP, if you ever shoot that shit again, Luke Walton better call your goddamn
pro. The funniest episodes. Why had every episode titled with Melo funny as fuck?
Because he been trash.
Melo,
because he been trash for like 3 years.
Before we end the show, bro, Melo, I just want you to know, G, we do this because we love you. Again, bro, like G, I grew up off Melo, bro. My life would not be the same if Carmelo Anthony never existed, bro. So we do this because we love you. Melo, if you ever see this, please come on the show one day. You gotta pour up beers with us. You gotta wear a hoodie. We gotta get hoodie Melo on the show.
Melo not coming on this show. You know how much disrespectful shit we just.
Disrespectful, G. I fuck with Melo hard, bro. Hard, G. Hard, bro.
All right, man. Hoops and Brews, man. Peace out. Y'all have a good week. And we'll get a ring. Shaking haters off, just like the dream. Yeah. We gon' slide. We gon' chill. She said she loves me. I'm